sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good evening, and welcome to this very special Elite FPL podcast with myself, Steve-O. Very special indeed, because this wasn't going to be happening. No, tonight was not going to be happening whatsoever. However, what was going to be happening was the Llama Lounge. Yes, the Llama Lounge, as myself and Jason explained, including Daily Llama himself, explained the other evening that essentially, when a live game's going on and myself and Jason aren't streaming, Daily Llama will be doing a Llama Lounge basically for YouTube Live, and I brought the news down on Jason immediately that I'll be doing a stream tonight, because I just thought, this is just ludicrous. I'm off tomorrow. Why don't I just stream? So out of respect to Llama, I just thought, well, I may as well just bring on everybody that's going to be in the Llama Lounge anyway, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So tonight it's going to be a very, very special evening, because not only am I going to be here by myself, I'm going to be joined by about 9 or 10 people, so you lot can experience what the Llama Lounge is all about. But first of all, let's get out the admin out the way. Essentially what the team news is, and unfortunately no shock team news. I was a bit gutted. I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping that Salah would be benched. I would have found it absolutely hilarious. Unfortunately not. He is playing. It's a full-strength team from Liverpool as expected. Alisson in goal, TAA, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Keita, Mane, Salah and Firmino on top. Of course, most importantly for everybody, we all have our captains playing tonight, unless you were Show Me the Mane, or if you were Lewis Kirkby. Barring them two individuals in the whole world, everybody's got either Salah or Mane captain, and maybe even Trent Alexander-Arnold, like in Anish's case. People like myself have got Mane captain. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see exactly what happens this evening. I went 3-0, and we'll find out what everybody else thinks in a minute when we get them live on air. West Ham team news. I always do this joke, but no one really cares what it is. But out of respect to anybody that is a West Ham supporter or watching this for the first time, it's Fabianski in goal, Ngakia, Diop, Bonner, Cresswell, Rice, Noble, Susek, Snodgrass, Felipe Anderson and Antonio starts. So Antonio does start this evening. But like I said, the breaking news is the fact that Liverpool's team is as expected. And I'll just quickly put up the Liverpool team news game up on the screen. I do want to say good evening to everybody. I'm not going to go through the people that are joining us, because to be honest with you, I'll be here all night, and I want to do, out of respect to the guys that are going to be joining us live on air, I'd rather be speaking to them, because there is a lot of people that are going to be joining myself. So I will be bringing those people on in about 30 seconds time, once I can centre that picture right there. There we are, done. Let's start with the main man himself. Let's bring on the Daily Llama, if I can actually. This is going to take me forever, so in fact I'm going to have to do it in chronological order as I can see it up on the screen now. So let's start with Anish. Good evening, Anish. Hello,
Evening,
Anish.
Steve.
You are live on
you doing,
air.
Steve-o?
I'm just going to be bringing on everybody right now. So, Paulie. Evening,
No
Paulie.
worries.
Evening, Steve. How are you?
Good evening. One Rovers vlog, Charlie. No,
He's just gone to...
He's got his mic on mute as per normal. What a blinking surprise that is. So we will bring on the Where is everybody gone? Let's bring on Harbour Boy. Evening, Harbour Boy.
Everyone's just seen you, Steve, and just done a runner.
Yeah. Harbour Boy, are you there? Let's bring on a fellow Aussie then, Aussie Boy. Evening, Aussie Boy. No, the people in the people in Australia aren't saying hello. Blimey, Gee Whiz is here. Gee Whiz, good evening.
Evening.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody. You are live on air. You are live on YouTube. Please do not swear. This is not a Steve-O members only. This is a normal back to basics. Under 16s are allowed to watch available video. How are you doing, Gee Whiz? I haven't heard from you for a very, very long time. Are you excited for tonight's game?
Sorry, you're going to have to repeat that again for me, Steve.
Are you excited for tonight's game?
Can't wait for Salah to score. He's my captain.
Llama, are you excited for tonight's game?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing a double Liverpool defence get wiped out by a fluky West Ham goal, but for Liverpool to win 3 or 4-1 and Salah to be on a hat-trick and Mane chipping in as well. That would be my dream evening.
But Paulie, what's your prediction on tonight's game?
I think Liverpool will win 3 or 4-0. I said 3-0 earlier, and I think I'll stick with that.
Of course, Anish, you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold as captain.
Yeah, I've got Trent captain, so I'm hoping for at least a assist. Maybe I think he's due a goal. He hasn't scored since that 24-pointer against Leicester, so I'm hoping he can get a
Steve,
goal
can you
now.
hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Aussie boy.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
obviously, someone
right.
like yourself in Australia at the moment. How excited are you for this game, and which assets have you got playing?
Yeah, so I'm excited. As usual, every game I watch, I'm excited. Bobby, I got Salah captain, and then I've also got Trent.
Blimey hell, Uncle Juicy TV. Good evening, Stephen. My Oxlade Chamberlain is benched already. My game sucks. You can't have brought in Oxlade Chamberlain, surely, Uncle Juicy TV. One Rovers vlog. You're live in chat. Yeah, all right, there we are. Let's bring him back on. Like I said, guys, this is going to be exactly like the Hangouts, but without swearing. So, or you can chat away as you want. Obviously, there's going to be a bit more order than normal. But overall, like I say, we're all going to be watching or listening into the game. Evening, Charlie. Okay, he doesn't want to speak. It's funny, Daily Llama. It's funny, isn't it? Because during your Hangouts, the whole planet's wanting to talk. The second they bring them all on, no one wants to speak.
It's just the aura that you create, Steve.
Well, I ain't going to be telling to F off this time, am I?
Hey, Wiz was in that llama lounge for literally 3 minutes and got the tin up to about 15 quid and £3 swearing.
Easy. I didn't know what was going on. I was just being myself, wasn't I? Then they tell me after the umpteenth swear word, oh yeah, you should really be swearing on there, Wiz. Cheers.
Well, Steve, can I go get my laptop so I can use push to talk? And I'll just be in the waiting room. Can you just drag me back?
Do whatever. So Harbour Boy, are you there?
I am here, Steve-O.
Here he is. Well, he's in Australia, but unfortunately, it does sound like he's deep in a tunnel. But Harbour Boy, I'm gonna shout. But who have you got? Who have you got in tonight's game?
I've got Mo Salah captain, VVD, and TAA.
Oh, Van Dijk. Yeah, in fact, let's just quickly go through you guys who you've got. So Van Dijk it's a complete differential. Gee Whiz, who have you got playing tonight?
The same three.
Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah. Charlie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Steve.
Fantastic. Remind the audience, who have you got playing tonight?
Yeah, I've got the same three as well. Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk.
Oh, interesting. Paulie?
Same 3.
Nice.
Anish, you've got the triple defence, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got Trent, Van Dijk, and Robertson.
Llama?
Ooh.
I have got Trent at the back. I've got Salah captain, and I've got Mane as
So
well.
so two of the worst players out of this group of people have got the two attacking midfielders, whereas everybody else do they know something that we don't, Llama?
Yeah, we know
It's
it's play the
us.
game. Oh, sorry, Steve. I just couldn't resist that. Sorry.
You can get kicked from chat, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wiz, you can get chicked and everything. And I will say hello to a few people that I can see up on screen at the moment. Brew, get live on air. Cy Bellamy here, John Harris, Gabrielle De Rock, Chelsea Flyer, Justin Mockler. I'm going to do a bit of admin as well because Jason spoke to me earlier on, and after that -12 yesterday that I took, thanks to you guys all hitting the like button, it appears that the likes seem to work in favour of getting the videos pushed. So I'm going to do the admin 3 times this evening. I'm going to quickly do it now. Then I'm going to do it at half time. Then I'm going to do it at the end. The simple one is this. For everybody watching this right now, just simply hit the like button. That's all myself and Jason require you guys to do. If you're watching this right this second, just simply hit the like button. And all that does is help push the video forward. Because there are a hell of a lot of people that ask, why on earth Elite FPL isn't actually smashing down the doors of various FPL community channels, etc, etc. Well, it's because no one really hits the like button on our stuff. We get a lot of viewers watching, but no one really hits the like button until yesterday when I'm hitting a -12. So I'm not going to be doing anything drastic like that today. So if you are watching this, just simply hit the like button right now. But
Steve, though,
yes,
Can I just say? You said that someone has captain Trent, and I'm looking at a tweet, and it says you have to go all the way back to Gameweek 13 for the last time Trent Alexander-Arnold blanked in a match that he started.
But that includes clean sheets, though. That would include That would include clean sheets. So it's not specifically just attacking returns. But yeah. That statistic will be the case. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Gee, as a West Ham fan, what do you think what do you think will happen tonight as result wise?
We'll be lucky if we get 0, to be honest.
Well, like I said, I'm expecting 3-0 personally. I'm expecting a very professional job. Do you know what? I was thinking of putting a bet on Antonio scoring any time. It really wouldn't surprise me. West Ham potentially ruining us.
To be honest, Steve, I'd keep that fiver in your pocket, mate. You could always buy me a pint with it. I mean, you know.
I definitely will not be spending any more money than £1 on a bet. Evening, Brew.
Good evening,
Evening, Brew.
Evening, Brew. Welcome to the
Evening.
Welcome to the Steve-O Llama Lounge. This is essentially, Llama, this is almost a test for you doing the live stream, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Mate.
And
we've done about a 3/4 an hour preview stream there. Just kind of testing everything out. So I'll have a listen back to that later on, and possibly upload that straight to the channel.
And while we're here, can you tell our audience what you're going to be doing on Sunday with Boona, Davey P, and I believe Brew? Is that right? Or Matt Brunton? I forget who it is, but you're doing something very special on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, so what we're going to do on Wednesday is just have a special, FPL gloves are off. So a lot of the members that are in Discord will know that this has been building and brewing, funnily enough, since probably about game week 3. So much so that there's about, I think Boona's got it up to about £300-400 worth of bets and side bets that are going on. And I just thought, now that we've got the Llama Lounge up and running, it's not just a place to have live streams of matches that are, well, not live streams of matches, let me rephrase that, live watch-alongs of live matches. It's also a good forum that, if there's a lot of topics that are floating around in Discord, which is a good plug for our Discord, because we're now at over 1,200 members in there, then I think that's quite good to take it into the Llama Lounge. So get 2 or 3 people just debating particular topics that's on everyone's minds.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually genuinely really, really looking forward to hearing this particular show. Anybody else want to chip in? I just want to quickly say to Uncle Juicy TV, you said that you're on 1503. That would put you 39th. No, you wouldn't. You'd be 40th, just behind Jason. You're 3 points behind Jason. Of course, let's just discuss it. Let's just bring it up on screen right now. I was obviously checking my phone last night regarding the Arsenal game, and I just was banging my head against the table like Aubameyang 2 goals, Calvert-Lewin with a goal. Utterly nuts. Did anybody watch that game? Was it that entertaining? Any reports back from that?
It was a quality game. I was just gutted for the Champions League game that Aubameyang scored twice because Davy P has him. So
we got an early corner for Liverpool.
It was a quality game, to be honest.
Can I just say, I've been away for 2 weeks. As you know, I'm all about the place usually when I'm online on different, formats and all that. But this Elite FPL, it's like I've been away for 2 weeks. I've come back and you've like shifted the equator and everything. There's new things going on. We got this Llama Lounge malarkey. I'm just loving the direction.
Elite doesn't stand still, Wiz.
No, it doesn't, and it hasn't stood still waiting for me for the last 2 weeks. I can tell you that much.
It's Elite involvement.
Robertson's just had a shot over at bar.
Tell us about it, Paulie.
Salah got ball at edge at box and passed it to Robertson, and he's come inside and tried to curl it, but it's just gone over.
Evening, FPL Maestro. Welcome to the stream. Fix it saying, I have 3 players but don't care much because Jimenez, my captain, and Aubameyang is pretty much good for me. Yeah, I agree. I think that anybody with differential points in their team, unlike myself, with Aguero, and funny enough, FPL Fozzie saying hello there, bringing up the point about my Aguero reaction the other day. Go on, Paulie, what's the problem?
Fabian's just took a short goal kick and he's had it played back to him. He's took a touch and he's gone to clear it again, and Mane's blocked it and it's just gone wide at post.
Wow.
Friend of mine.
Basically, Fabianski played himself into trouble there because the ball came to him from the defender. He's got the option to just whack it straight away, but he takes a touch, and the touch that he takes the ball towards Mane. So Mane comes in, he sees him, so he's got to get rid of it quick, boots it, and it hits Mane and just sneaks past the post.
Bruce just had to dash off due to a fire alarm going off. Evening, Booney, you're not joining us live on air. Join in on the fun. FPL Fozzie saying, am I the only one with 2 Liverpool assets? Yes, it's the simple...
Yeah, because everyone else has got 3.
Yeah, correct on that one. Yeah. Which I hope he's got Henderson and Lallana or something like that.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That would be really funny.
That's the thing with this particular game week. It's really, because everybody's predominantly captain either Salah or Mane, we're really looking for those differential points. And like I said, that in fact I'm going to bring it up deliberately because I just found this edit that Jason did of my rant very, very funny, and I will play it because it's absolutely hilarious. But Paulie, what's the game like so far?
It's just all Liverpool at the minute. West Ham have been towards Liverpool's goal a couple of times, but they've just been defended quite easily. I think Liverpool have 3 corners already as well.
Trent and Robertson are pushing very high up the pitch.
Do you get nervous when watching these games, Anish, or listening to them? Because seeing as you've been captaining Trent Alexander-Arnold for the past 3 weeks or so, obviously you'll be not wanting to have a player scoring. How do you find these games?
It is very nerve-wracking watching the game, and I'm always on the edge of my seat when the opposition team is near Liverpool's box.
Yeah,
but I just quite...
You ain't got to worry about that tonight, son. Don't worry about that tonight.
But I quite enjoy the it adds a bit of extra excitement for me.
Stop, we got to go.
Shut up. Oh,
Ronaldo, I
yes,
believe.
we are.
Wijnaldum goal, Alexander-Arnold assist.
Oh,
Lovely.
I knew that Wonderweldum would score.
Well
Wow.
done, Anish. Come on, Anish. Come on, get it out. Let it rip.
No, so don't tell him to get it out. Jesus,
It's not over 18, is it, Steve?
It's a family show, Steve.
Wow.
Wonderweldum, eh?
Wonder welder. Ollie.
Yeah, Trent could have easily let that go out for a corner. He's just whipped his foot around
Oh,
it straight
that-
into the middle.
yeah. Trent's done well there, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good cross, that.
To be honest,
Fair play,
I haven't
Anish.
seen the goal yet.
I think it's Robertson. Is it Robertson that tries to have a shot off Firmino? One of them. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, it's Firmino tries to have a shot.
Yeah, and it gets deflected out to the right hand side near the corner, and Trent could let it go, but he crosses it, and it looks like Wijnaldum's the only one awake in the box.
Wonderweldum.
Yeah, wonder welder.
It'll do for me. Trent assist. I'll have that all
Yeah,
day
I'll
long.
have it as well. I'll flame and take it. But Anish, come on. How are you feeling with that?
It's been a good start, but I know it's not gonna. I don't want to celebrate too early because every time I've done that in the past, it just ends up
Backfires.
conceding. It just backfires.
Oh, you've got an assist so far. I mean, I remember when we had him as captain GW for the double game week. An assist was perfect.
Oh yeah, that was sweet, and the clean sheet as well.
Got to be a bit more lively than that, Anish. Bloody hell.
It's a West Ham call.
Cleared by Van Dijk.
Defended well by Van Dijk. And
God, a little bit of, something to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold there, Paulie. A bit of a calamity there. What's going on?
Trent,
Another corner.
Trent's just gone to clear it, and it's gone like 20.
He's done a Gary
miles
Owen
up in air.
basically, just up in the air.
And then it's come down and hit him on shin and gone.
Come on, the West Ham.
No.
Obviously, Boona, you've got Mane captain, just like myself. Confident?
And yeah, until he, I'll be confident once he scores the first.
Corner to West Ham.
Am I? I ain't confident, mate. No.
85 minutes to go, though.
Yeah, and it's already 1-0 after 5 minutes.
3 corners for West Ham already, eh?
Boom.
Please,
No,
no.
if you had the choice and money was no object, but you could
Stop.
only have one.
Hold on. We've got 1-1. It's 1-1.
Come on, let's go! Unlucky
Wow.
Oh no!
Who scored?
Wow.
Yeah, who scored? Paulie?
Diop.
Diop.
Yeah, Snodgrass put corner in and Diop's headed it in.
Yeah, Snodgrass assist. Yeah, Snodgrass assist.
I knew Liverpool triple defensive clean sheet was going to stop.
Oh no!
What did
To be honest, I think Alisson's been a bit poor there. To be honest.
No. That wasn't as bad as Fabianski.
No.
No. Wait. But if you look at it, he should have saved that.
Yes.
I'm just trying to remember back, Steve-O, when I first kind of joined you this evening. I'm sure I said something along the lines of 4-1, maybe.
Yes, you said
It's-
wipe out all
it's
those
gonna happen.
clean sheets and everything. Yeah.
Just for context, boys, Brew and Davey both have double Liverpool defence. Get in!
Well, Anisha's got triple Boona with Trent as
And I've
captain.
also got a bet with Anish, so let's go.
Oh, what's the bet? Tell us.
50 quid with Anish, whoever finishes higher. I've got a couple of bets. Let me just get this out there. I've got a bet with Matt Brunton. He says Davey P will finish above me. We've now upped the stakes this morning to £200. Just putting it out there. Got a bet with Philip. Me versus Davey P. Whoever finishes higher, £50. And I think there's some other one. I can't remember. Oh yeah, and I got a bet, of course, with Bruin Davey P. £50, £100 to the winner out of those 3. So a lot of money there to be played for.
Boona?
Yes, my brother.
So just before West Ham scored, I was just going to ask you if you could only pick one out of Salah and Mane, who would it be?
Whoa, that's a tough question.
Oh no, I don't make them easy, bro.
Go and repeat that again for us. What was
Who would I
that?
pick if I
If
could
you
only
could
have one
only
outside
have-
of Mane?
If you could only have one Liverpool midfielder, who would it be? Salah or Mane?
Mane.
Salah.
Mane's done well for me towards the end of seasons previously. I've got a soft spot for him, so Mane for me. And he's a differential.
I've got to side with Boona on that one. I actually do prefer Mane over Salah.
I think what sways it for me with Salah is the fact that he's on penalties and stuff like that as well, though. And Mane can do it in bursts. Like at the start of the season, for some reason, Mane always seems to be the better of the two. But then when you look over the course of the season, I think last year, though, there wasn't much in it. But typically it's usually Salah that ends up on top. West Ham are on the go here, by the way.
Just a quick mention to Jim Parry. Evening, Steve-O. Thank you for the hours of entertainment for the weekend whilst painting and decorating the Llama Lounge. Well, I've added the llama bit, but he's been decorating his lounge, and even the wife's getting into FPL. She's now 70,000th in the world, 80 points above me. Wow. Gorilla Snow saying, I have a friend with triple defence. Is that a niche? Get in West Ham. Jim Parry also saying, I got Mane captain. He has to get me at least a couple tonight, else I'll never catch him. Yeah.
Free kick to Liverpool, just outside the area.
Who's taking
Trent
it?
And I think it's Trent and Robertson addressing the ball.
Come on, Trent.
Trent plays it to Robertson, crosses it in. It's still in a dangerous position. Just outside the box, shot comes in, and it's clear to the halfway line, but Liverpool are coming again.
Stop! Oh, Salah with an effort, Paulie!
Oh, yes.
Oh!
Got him from right-hand side, curled it, and Fabianski's tipped it over at bar for a corner.
Oh, come on.
Thank God for that.
Oh, and Anisha's here.
I was just in a lull after that goal went in for West Ham.
I've just been for anybody watching this, which I'll be surprised at. You may have been noticing that I've been twiddling through Twitter. I always like to put up the immediate tweets that are being put up, but I haven't been scrolling down, so I didn't realise that actually I've been looking at the pinned tweets. And when in reality they've been tweeting all below the pinned tweets, would you believe? So there we are. I can now bring you up to date with all the tweets coming through with this Liverpool versus West Ham game. And if we get banned for it, I'm sorry, but that means we're back on.
That ball's never on the corner there, by the way.
No, it wasn't even on the line of the quadrant.
Yeah.
Never is.
I don't even know why do they bother have a quadrant if they're not going to be bothered to.
Zahil, 18 points so far, 3 better than me. With 3 Liverpool players left, 2 defenders and no clean sheet. What an awful game week.
CAR over.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Llama Lounge, where you get the Mickey taken out of you. There will be no friendly banter when it comes to anybody failing, I can assure you, because everybody's doing better than me. Am I still above you, Llama? Or have you taken over me now?
Who, me?
Well, you are the only Llama here, so...
Sorry, you kind of cut up there. I wasn't sure if you were... Bell's bound to put you behind me now, surely.
Aussie boy's gone.
I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look.
He's had enough.
Yeah.
Jesus, Aussie boy, it's only 1-1.
18 minutes gone, 1-1, thanks to goals from Wijnaldum and Trent Alexander-Arnold. There we are. Subscribes come through. Dave Lister, thank you for that subscribe there. Thank you for joining us on the live reaction from a fantasy football perspective. Got to say that for YouTube, just in case. But yes, myself, in fact, I'll give you all a name check while we're while we're here ready and waiting. It's myself, Boona, GWiz, Harbour Boy, One Rovers Vlogs, Paulie, Anish and the Daily Llama all reacting live to what's going on in the Liverpool versus West Ham game. We're at the moment it's 1-1. Thanks to, like I said, goals from Wijnaldum and Diop, and the assist coming from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Snodgrass, I believe. Yes, Llama, go for it.
Steve-O,
Yes, my friend, go for it.
I'll be looking at the host and moderator league on LIV FPL. I am currently on a -4 on 36 points. Overall points are 1,440. You are currently on no hit with 22 points.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
on 1,439, and you've just taken a -12. So it's bye-bye,
Christ,
Steve.
I've just seen, yeah. Wow, I've just seen it. I've got it up on screen now, yeah. Let's have a look at your
That is
team, shall we?
mad. -12.
Now Matt Brunton's absolutely bricking himself because he's like, Christ, these llamas do come back spitting.
Aubameyang doing it for you. How are you feeling about Aubameyang yesterday when he scored those
Yeah,
two goals?
I got rid of him last night.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you've now got rid of
I
him?
did.
Yeah, just because he blanks.
Who'd you get in?
Jimenez.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm
Copy
I'm
and
quite
me.
happy. Yeah, that's what I do. Nah, but honestly, I'll probably think about swapping them back in the next again week because you can't ignore the fixtures, and Aubameyang always ends up being one of the top goal scorers at the end of the season. So I'll probably swap him back in.
Liverpool defence looked terrified.
I know. We just had a West Ham corner, and to say the defence was shaky would be an understatement. They've tried to break quick. Mo Salah on the right-hand side, but it's been snuffed out and results in a corner to Liverpool.
Just imagine if West Ham are the first team to beat Liverpool in the Premier League this season. You can just see it, can't you?
Oh, don't.
Imagine the scenes of that. West Ham.
Oh, I can just see them doing that to me and all.
Imagine having Snodgrass in your team and not playing him.
Like
Chelsea
Flyer.
Yeah, Chelsea Flyer, yeah.
Oh,
was Chelsea
Schoolboy
Flyer
error.
benched him, has he?
Never
Didn't he have
benched
Diop as well on his
Snodgrass.
bench?
Oh, amount
Diop
of times
on the bench as well.
Salah's giving the ball away. Loads of minus BPS. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, sorry.
Snodgrass and Diop on bench, aren't they?
No, he hasn't, has he?
Yeah, I think he has. I'm sure someone just mentioned that in the Llama
Yeah,
Lounge.
it is,
Sure,
isn't
we
it?
had a look, yeah.
I'm going to have a
He
look.
just said, didn't he? Snodgrass and Diop on the bench.
Oh,
no.
quality. Well
Imagine.
done, Chelsea Flyer.
Classic.
No, he doesn't have Diop. He has Snodgrass and Noble.
Why are you guys drawing me out again?
I just
Phil will
want,
be enjoying this.
I just want to say thank you. Dave Lister didn't become a subscriber. He became a Playmaker member. Blimey, enjoy the videos. Enjoy those sweary
Get your
videos.
earmuffs ready.
Yeah, because these videos are not for work.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No.
It sounds like I'd be interested in these videos.
Become a Playmaker member, GWiz. It's just the $4.99. I know you get paid quite well, so $4.99 out of your pocket, just to see me ranting and raving.
That's free. It's all coming out of the Elite FPL piggy bank. So yeah. In fact, Steve, I need to talk to you about my wages about this appearance.
But Boona can pay for it, seeing as he's betting about 100 quid here and there. Goodness sake.
Oh, we got another Liverpool. Trent looks to be taking it. Van Dijk.
Clear corner. Trent and Van Dijk is always.
Come on, Van Dijk.
Come on, my son. Oh, who's that?
Go on.
We've got Antonio.
He's
Yeah,
in.
Antonio.
Oh, it's a great corner.
Oh, that was a weird one, man.
Trent is. Oh, he's so
Was
threatening
it?
from corner.
Them.
He just sort of didn't really try and pick anyone out. Just sort of, one of them fizzing crosses. That's what he tried to do from the corner. it just hit a West Ham head and went out for a throw.
Zahil, my goalie is Ryan. Time to get Rhythm to bring in Pope. Anybody on here?
Yeah. Brighton are terrible.
There we are.
I've brought in.
Hold on,
Patricio.
mistake by Joe Gomez.
Antonio's through.
Oh, well played, Allison. Well played.
Who do you support, Jeeves?
West Ham United.
I think Allison plays for Liverpool, mate.
Don't stop me from appreciating good football, my son. He saved that well.
I'm sure this was like the last time I watched a live game with you, but Fizz.
What again?
Hold on, sorry, Mane's through. Goalie.
Mane's shot against the defender.
Been defended out for a corner.
Oh,
another corner.
At least Trent's getting a lot of chances for us.
How are you feeling, Anish? How's that sofa?
It's all right.
But he's got his assist.
24 minutes gone, and this is the 10th corner, I believe.
No.
Just so you're aware, Steve, Anish has now signed a new deal with DFS.
The DFS.
He'll be getting a sofa a season.
At this rate, he'll need one every week to widen behind, not every season.
Yeah.
Booner, have you got any bets on tonight's games? Game?
No, I'm terrible at betting.
Yeah, you've got 50 quid on.
No. I've got a lot of money on for the season in FPL, but no bets. Have you?
Are you looking forward to your show with Llama on Wednesday evening? Because I am, for definite.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig into Davy P.
And we'll get your take. We'll get your take on it. We had Llama explain what it was all about, but what's your take on Wednesday evening?
So it's going to be I don't know if Llama's mentioned the phrase. I presume he already has, but an equivalent of the boxing. The gloves are off between myself, Brew, and Davy P. Just going through our rivalry this season because we've had a cheeky,
hold on, sorry,
quid.
Booner. Roberto Firmino, Paulie.
Yeah.
Over the bar.
Keita passed him the ball about 20 yards out. It's gone curler and it's gone straight over.
And just a quick question from FPL Maestro: how's Salah looking?
Is he playing? Right. He's playing out on the right, so he's been further out. He's had that one shot, but apart from that, I don't think he's had any more chances.
So Boona, so really essentially this is going to be almost like the three of you just having a discussion about your season and everything and the rivalry, I'm guessing, and Llama will be there as pretty much the referee.
Sorry, Steve, I got to mute myself for a minute. I'll answer that in a sec, pal.
There we are then.
Yeah, no, Steve, what you've just said there is exactly it, to be honest.
I can't wait. And this is what I love, G-Wiz making the point about the community and everything and what it brings to us and stuff. And for people that have been following the narrative since day one, oh my goodness. This is just another part of this wonderful community being brought together between four mates.
I've bought a pucker pad, Steve-O, because I'm going to need to write down like my questions, get some order to it. So I'm doing a bit of homework, the same as what you would do.
Sorry about that, gents.
Is this going to be a Joe Rogan / Steve-O style pod? Is it going to go on for 2-3 hours?
I don't know. I might
unless an hour and a half, to be honest.
Yeah, I could just leave it recording and just let them chat and just go away and tidy the house or something.
But sorry, Boone, you were going to answer the point about the fact this is going to be three lads being refereed by Llama as you just chat to each other about what's going on this season.
Just talking about our rivalry that's made the game has given some interest to the game. At a time when things weren't going so well. I didn't expect the rivalry to kind of continue the way it has, but it has. And I can see it going all the way to the end because there's not much between us either points-wise. I think at the moment I'm 1 point ahead of Brew and like 16 ahead of Davey, with Davey obviously still having all of his chips, as he likes to remind us.
Has he actually still got all his chips? But no, he never mentions it.
No, I know, he doesn't mention it, but apparently he has.
He's used his wildcard, apparently, he said.
Yeah, he's only got his triple captain we've all got the same chips left, but he's also got a triple captain, so it promises to be a close end.
Yeah, so everybody watching, this is myself along with many others, GWiz, Harbour Boy, Charlie, Paulie, Anish, Daily Llama, Boona, all reporting basically on this Liverpool versus West Ham game where it is 1-1. The only person with a captain coming through at the moment is Anish. Anish, how are you feeling after 29 minutes of the game so far and the only one with a captaincy coming through?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. It's been a good half. I think Trent's had quite a few opportunities in terms of crossing the ball in, creating chances. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm hoping that at least Van Dijk or Robertson can get an assist or goal along with Trent.
Thing is, though, Anish, it seems to be more coming down the left-hand side where Robertson is, as opposed to Trent's.
Yeah, but I meant in terms of the corners and all that, getting quite a lot of corners.
Yeah. I think for West Ham's right back, if he could correct me if I'm wrong with, but into his debut today, like 19-year-old. Or is it
Ngakia. No, it's his debut. His first time he's playing.
Yeah, so it's a Robertson running at 19-year-old, basically. Yeah, I've got a bet on, by the way, Steve-O, today.
Tell us, please.
I only put Salah to score 11 match corners and 20 booking points for West Ham. And the corners are nearly in already after 29 minutes.
Yeah, you're at 10 corners already.
Yeah.
What was the other one? So what was the last part of the bet? 20 what?
20 booking points.
But what's
so
that?
It's basically either 2 yellow cards or 1 red card.
Right, okay. And
so
what?
you get it's 10 booking points
Hold
per
on!
booking.
Stop! Oh, Trent Alexander-Arnold getting in there poorly.
Oh. Yeah, Trent's had a cross shot and it's gone past Salah's foot. It's gone past Mane's foot and out for a goal kick.
For God's sake!
Should have scored.
Yeah, one of them should have got a touch on that.
Yeah, should have scored. Oh, they was both offside though.
Offside anyway. Yeah. I also had a random bet earlier, Steve. I won like £106 on Iranian second division.
How much did you bet on that?
Oh, Steve, will wait till you hear this, pal. Honestly, when I heard this off Paulie this morning in Hangouts, I was like, what makes you get up in the morning and think, I'm going to put a bet on Iranian football? But wait till you hear this. Wait till he tells you.
Yeah, it basically got to 0-0 after about 70 minutes, and I put 50 quid on for there to be a goal in game, and then there were a goal in 91st minute. So it doubled
50
my money.
quid?
But who was it that was playing? Who was it that was playing?
Well, Iranian Al Jabba or something.
What was it? Was there not one though that was like the?
Oh, yeah,
who was it? The Bangalorean police or something?
No, Bangladesh Police Football Club from the Bangladesh First Division.
What?
You must be getting paid way too much if you can spunk 50 quid on a Iranian football league?
Yeah, we're only in play game at that daft o'clock, weren't it? That's
oh my god!
My cross.
That's nothing. He put £100 on virtual donkeys at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Pulling a chariot.
West Ham are really troubling Liverpool here, I must say.
Tell us why.
They're giving him a good run for their money here. This is what, the 4th or 5th West Ham corner now? Liverpool's defence looks a bit shaky today, I tell you.
I think it's corner number 5 for West Ham.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, so that's come through, Paulie, then.
Yeah, 11 corners has come through.
So it was fouls, corners, and what was the other one?
Yellow cards and 11 corners.
Oh.
Good chance at the back post, Paulie.
Oh, they missed.
It looked like it might have been a handball by Ogbon at the start, though. But anyway, it doesn't come to anything.
Yeah, it's been bobbling around, and then it's fell to, I think it's that new kid at back post.
No, I think it was Ogbonna, wasn't it?
It'd have been offside anyway, everywhere at the back post. Number 23, whoever that is.
My stream's like 2 minutes behind, I think.
I think Steve-O's ahead of me because I'm on 33 right now, and I think Steve-O's on like 33 and a half.
Yeah, I'm on the radio, and that's usually pretty much...
I'm on 33-10, and that's live. 33-12, 13.
Yeah, I'm same as Bona.
So
And
Same as you,
I'm
Fiona.
30 seconds behind.
Slightly ahead.
Dofford,
Yeah,
you mean?
there is. In a 2-second delay compared to a radio, so Steve will always be like a second, 2 seconds, if that, ahead of us on TV. Just an interesting fact that I seem to know.
Got my team up on screen at the moment for anybody that's watching this wondering whose team's up on there. And yep, there's Greenwood sitting there, second sub. And he would have been coming on for Williams, but unfortunately I played WHU as my first sub. So a whopping 2 points coming on for Williams. What did you guys think of my transfers? My minus 12? What did you think? Did you think that was ridiculous? Do you think... taken aside from the fact that it was minus 12, what did you actually think of the moves? For anybody to remind people, it was... I'm going to have to remind myself, to be honest with you, as I put them up on screen at the moment. I did a minus 12 yesterday. Thanks to all you lot for pressurising myself into doing this. But it was Button, Grealish, Dendonco, Aguero, Greenwood out for Nick Pope, Fernandez, Saka, Jimenez and Jota. Sounds like Llama wants to say something about it.
Well, what can I possibly say, Steve-O? I'd given my position. But one thing I would say, and we actually spoke about you, we tell it to your face is what we're doing just now anyway, but we think the Jimenez Jota move may be a bit iffy. Like double attack is what I'm saying.
I don't think it's iffy at all. I'm a big fan of Jimenez and
Yeah,
Jota.
I'm a huge fan of it based on last season, how Jota performed in the second half.
Okay.
Think that
So it's not bandwagon
forward,
then.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I mean, yesterday, like I said, I just couldn't care less about this game, so to speak. It's just doing what I feel like doing, and a bit like
You say that, but you really do love this game.
No, I really don't. I saw the interaction that Vince Chapman had on Discord. I heard more to the point. Dan said to me, you say about the fact that you love the game, but you go mental at the Aguero thing. But reality being is the way I kind of explained it is the fact that I used to be on a certain... Well, let's be honest here. I used to be on Fantasy Football Scout all the time. I used to be always talking about fantasy football. I used to always watch as many streams as I could. I used to interact with as many people as I possibly could. But now, the only time I spend regarding FPL is now, right this second, during any form of streaming. I don't do any planning. I don't do any looking ahead to whatever apart from... So anybody that's watching this now, this is the only time I'm ever... looking at FPL per se. Obviously on Twitter, I see a lot of things pop up thanks to certain people liking things, so it will just automatically pump. Obviously people like FPL Boona will post things and FPL Shane Long will post things and stuff. But
why did I not captain Shane Long, by the way?
The reality being is that I've got nothing to play from the cash minis, whatever. I don't want to be like captaining stupid players or whatever and just being an absolute plonker with it. But
Fouled here, Steve-O, just outside the penalty box.
Yeah,
Trent on the free kick.
Range.
Go on, Trent. Bury
okay.
it. Bury it, Trent.
It's going in.
Mane
Watch.
was fouled.
Who was fouled, sorry?
Mane.
Ooh. So could
on,
we get a Mane
Trent.
assist, Trent goal?
I would take that right now, mate.
So would I.
100%. Come on, Trent.
I don't even think he's going to shoot, you know.
He's got he will. He'll shoot. This is his territory.
It's over and Salah's going to score a bicycle kick.
Oh, please, just have a rest.
Here we go.
West Ham Wall doesn't look like it knows what it's doing.
Oh, it's got close.
Oh!
It went, It's hit the wall and gone out for a corner just wide at post.
Another corner.
Terrible
Van
Trent.
Dijk. Come on, Van Dijk.
Oh, it's come off Antonio.
It could hit his hand.
Come on, Salah.
Nah, his hands were by his side though. They wouldn't give that even if it was, I don't think.
You never know.
Well, it is Liverpool. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah, no,
Liverpool.
It's going to be a corner.
So we could
Stay
do a
away,
handball,
Van Dijk.
maybe? What's this?
Nah, it's
Oh,
free
it's just
kick.
hit the crossbar.
Corner.
What was this?
Oh, Van Dijk hits the
Dijk hit
crossbar.
crossbar.
Oh, my days. You love to see it. That's his quota done for the game.
Oh my god.
Trent to Van Dijk crossbar goal kick.
Oh, no.
Another corner kick where the ball's not actually in the quadrant. Was
Yeah. Is that a crossbar or is it a save?
Yeah, it looked like a save, but it's crossbar.
looked like a save.
It's crossbar.
Let's have a look.
Crossbar,
No,
yeah.
it's crossbar. Van Dijk, what are you doing to me?
Go on, Antonio. Wouldn't mind some -1s for that defence.
Shut it, Boona.
Never.
West Ham on the attack now.
Cresswell.
Easy. Gathered in by Allison. Starts another Liverpool attack. And here
Robertson
they come
and
streaming forward, but Robertson
Robertson's just-
loses the ball. Which allows West
I'm
Ham
very
to
impressed with this West Ham team today. Another corner.
another West Ham corner.
Wow.
What is going on with the amount of corners?
They're going to win, aren't they? It's
It's
written.
like Aston Villa when they had a load of corners and eventually they finally put one away. That Grealish corner. Robert Snodgrass again going to be taking it.
It's good on set pieces as well.
Been 13 corners, Steve.
Wow.
That's
Any
mad.
yellow cards though?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Oh, that's a great corner, that. Well defended. Let's go again.
Chelsea Flyer, G-Wiz. Come on, G-Wiz. Support West Ham. What's going on?
Yeah. I'll support West Ham when it doesn't matter FPL-wise. That's when I'll support them. I'm supporting them now, ain't I?
Trent Alexander-Arnold with a crossing. But Snodgrass has tidied everything up and it seems to...
That whole of that Liverpool front three have been pretty non-existent today.
Dead.
Firmino, I'd say, is probably the worst of them. I haven't actually seen... I don't think he's playing today.
Ronaldo winning the ball back.
He's had one shot, but on the balance of play, I'd say it's more 50-50 than anything.
Evening Fire Talk. If you want to join in the chat, please join us. If, like I said, if anybody wants to join in the waiting room, I'll happily bring them in. This is the kind of almost like an experiment regarding the Llama Lounge. For anybody that doesn't know, in fact, Daily Llama, tell us about the Llama Lounge.
During games like what we're doing just now, doing a watch along with a crowd of people in the room, it's just like having a kitchen party. That's exactly what it's like. Just getting people's thoughts on the game that we're watching, but also anything that might be on people's mind. That's what the Llama Lounge is all about. Just have a nice atmosphere, chilled out chat.
But there's going to be something special happening, isn't there? Regarding the fact that you'll be doing it live from now on rather than recorded.
You may tell the audience.
Yeah. I want to give you the microphone. I don't want to.
No, you're totally right. Just as of the other day there, Jason's helped, or you and Jason have agreed that the best thing that we could do instead of doing them pre-recorded is actually to do everything live. So as you've done tonight, for example, and just set up the stream the same way as what you and Jason would do on a scheduled basis, I can now follow suit and do the same. So really, really good. Really thankful to you and obviously Jason for giving me that privilege to do it. And hopefully I can take our Elite audience along with me for the ride and push Elite forward.
No, I completely agree. I'm looking forward to when and just to make it clear as well, this is purely a one-off with myself doing this experiment. This is purely out of respect to Stevie. Let's be honest here. Let's use your real name. Stevie is kindly was going to be doing the Llama Lounge tonight, but I kind of hijacked it. I didn't actually realise you were going to be doing it, and I thought, okay.
You saw that you saw the West Ham bubble and just stuck a massive pin in it.
Yeah, but the point being is that during how often? I mean, straight away. And Bilal, by the way, I will get to your question in a minute, Bilal, when we get on to half time. But FPL Maestro making the point about more live shows. Now, I do want to make this absolutely 100% clear. Now, I'm not doubting Llama's technology abilities here. It's going to be way above mine. But will you be doing anything like I'm doing this evening, where you're just putting up various action shots from the game, or will it just be as you did the other day, where it's just a picture of basically the cartoon version of yourself up on screen? Because it is going to be mainly audio, isn't it?
Yeah, so the idea that I'd always had was always just to have it like a podcast type setup. So mainly for people just to listen back as the chat, as I can't remember who it was that was painting his lounge at the weekend. You know, it's kind of like
Jim
one of
Parry, yeah.
Yeah, so as Jim was doing, it's kind of like you can have it on in the background and you're not missing anything visually because it is just people chatting, to be honest. But that's not to say that in the future it's not something that we can introduce. Firetog and I, for example, will also be doing, or hopefully plan to do, either a weekly or a bi-weekly episode on the Champions League, the Elite Champions League, just to give people updates. So I've set that up already on OBS, so I'm able to kind of scan through the league tables and stuff like that as we're kind of talking about it. So as well as you can listen back to it like you would listen back to a podcast, you can also see it visually as well, which will obviously help people that are watching it live. So yeah.
And just to add to FPL Maestro, how many times would you be doing this? Would it be every time that we don't do a live stream and a match is on? Would it be just the occasional stream? What's the plan from your point of view?
So the plan from my point of view basically first and foremost to see what your schedule, like you and Jason's schedule is first and foremost, because I ain't going to be doing a Llama Lounge at the exact same time as you're streaming. So, and then just kind of see what's what out with of that, to be honest. So like tonight, for example, I know we're here with you now, which is great, but I did notice at first you weren't. So I thought, well, tonight's an opportunity to go for it, you know, because you and Jason weren't streaming. So it's just things like that. And then what Boona's talking about with the gloves are off, I'm going to just take the general feedback in Discord. And if the guys and girls in Discord are having a good chat about a particular topic, whether it be VAR or pitch side monitors, whatever the case may be, we'll just have a Llama Lounge all about that. And if you're a member in Discord, you can get access into the Llama Lounge. As people should know, they can get access with you on stream as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've completely lost my trail of thought. Apart from that, it's half time. Paulie, do you want to just quickly run through the action, summing up your feelings towards the game so far, please?
Yeah, so there's been plenty of corners, so it's not as though West Ham are actually sitting back. They have had to do a fair bit of defending. They've defended the crosses and corners well. I think there's been about 14 corners in the first half. Trent with the assist for a Wijnaldum header from the corner, and we've also had Snodgrass with a corner for a Diop goal, 1-1 at half time, and we also had Van Dijk hit the bar from a header from a corner, which would have been another Trent assist.
Anybody here have any thoughts on that first half? Please, by all means.
Yes, absolutely. Liverpool have been absolute shit.
Just elaborate on that. How do you mean? Apart from
there's no fluency in their play. The defence looks shaky. Attacking wise, Salah, Mane, Firmino have been absent. Shout out to the West Ham right back making his debut though. He's played really well, and he's 4.0 in the game. Just an FYI.
Anybody here agree with Boona? Let's try and get like a debate going. I mean, does anybody agree with Rumour? Do Liverpool look flat in attack? What's people's thoughts here?
I mean, when you
Booner's
look at
been
the
a bit
sorry, Wiz.
No, I was just thinking Booner's been a bit harsh. Granted, it hasn't been the free-flowing football that we're used to seeing from Liverpool, but they have been the team in the ascendancy. And yeah, the front three ain't working in rhythm or anything, but that'll all come.
I mean, I think that's the thing, was when you look at the possession, Liverpool are still something like 72% in possession in that first half. So, as Boona's saying, although they might not have been firing on all cylinders, they're only like a ball hair off of putting that ball in the back of the net. So, they floodgates could easily open. However, as Paulie was just saying, West Ham are 6 corners to Liverpool's 7. So it's not like they've been sat back either. So, yeah, it could be an interesting second half. But Liverpool are Liverpool. It could be 1-1 all the way to the 80th minute. The game could finish 3-1 to Liverpool. And if you hadn't watched it, you'd think that they were all over them.
Yeah.
That just seems to be typical of Liverpool this season.
Yeah. Anyone fancy a Mocha Gappage?
A Mocha Gappage. So, Steve, just going back to Bilal's point, which was directed at yourself. So, how much has FPL affected your enjoyment of football, as we're all constantly wanting points instead of just enjoying the game with no worries? What are your thoughts, or what are the chat's thoughts in here?
Yeah, I'll go first, and then I'll just open it up to you guys. For me, it has ruined my enjoyment of football. Specifically, football. Yeah, stuff it, football, because I used to follow the Championship, mainly obviously because Burnley were in it, but I did also follow the Premier League as well. Europe, I used to follow quite heavily. Don't get me wrong, I think TV has ruined my enjoyment of football as well, because it's just not on. There's no football on TV anymore apart from the FA Cup, and even then you're lucky to see any games. But from a Premier League aspect, since Burnley have got into the Premier League, my following of Burnley has just been... Yeah, I'm still passionate about their results. You would have seen on Saturday when I did kind of like a challenge, in the sense of I didn't have a clue what the results were. My immediate look was to see what the Burnley result was, and I was ecstatic about the fact that we won 3-0. But whenever a Premier League game is on, all I think about is points. I'm not going to lie. It's just completely brainwashed me. I think this season, though, I'm slowly, and I mean very, very slowly, trying to get back into enjoying the actual real-life aspect of the game itself. But it's so blinking difficult when a lot of my... concentration regarding football is actually when we do streaming. This is really the only time that I'll be talking about football, obviously at work and everything, but you can only go so far with work, because obviously you're at work and the conversations can't last for that long. But yeah,
if Jason pushed the Elite budget out and got you fitted up with Sky and BT, would it be different then if you were able to watch like the kind of same live games that we are?
Well, taking away the problem is that if I'm still able to watch the Premier League, I'd still be thinking points. I know Dan, if you're watching live, or if you want to come on after or whatever to talk about this, because I know you're exactly the same. It's like Champions League matches. You just think to yourself, I'm not quite to this extreme level, but it is in the back of my head. Will one of my players get injured? The fact that I've done my -12 and Wolves have got the Europa League game this week, and it's like, what if one of them gets injured? I'm thinking about the Ben Crellin tweet that came out saying that please hold your transfers until literally the last minute deadline on Friday, because there could be an announcement made for double game week 29. I think like that. I just think it's just crazy. But unfortunately, it's a game that we're all invested in, especially, I'll ask Boona this straight away. When you put money on such games or any form of sport, it just kind of blinds you. And I don't know if you have any thoughts on this, Boona.
It blinds you how exactly, sorry?
In the sense of, because all you're seeing is that the winnings Like you put a bet down, and all you're concentrating on is that specific bet rather than the enjoyment of the game, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Since I've started playing FPL properly the last 3 seasons, let's say. Granted, I've started watching a lot more football, but only due to the interest from an FPL perspective, and I can't really enjoy games as much. But maybe I'll actually enjoy going to the Spurs Wolves game next Sunday because I've not actually got any Spurs assets, so there's less pressure. I think this is the first time I've ever going to a Spurs game without any Spurs players as well.
Have you got Wolves?
And I won't be bringing any in. I've got Saiss. I will be playing Saiss. So come on, 0-0. How many Spurs win? And I'll still be very, very happy because most people now seem to have Wolves defenders, and Davy P also does too. It's Doherty.
I think there's like a couple of good guys in chat. There's loads of good guys and girls in chat, but there's a couple of good points I think that have been made that I'll just bring up, Steve-o, just for...
Well, if you could bring up, I'm hoping Archie Kendall's is one of them because I've got an answer to that.
It is. Right, on you go. You've got Archie's in front of you.
Well, basically, Archie Kendall was making the point here that would we be saying this if we didn't? Would we be saying we didn't enjoy it if we are doing well in FPL? I just believe it opens up doors to knowing about all the Premier League teams and being integrated. No. I disagree with that. Even if I was number 1 in the world, I'd be thinking even more about points. Even if I was in the top, if I was number 1 in the Cash Mini League or in the top 4, I'd be even thinking more about points and captaincy decisions and transfers and everything. I do agree that it makes you know a bit more knowledge about Premier League teams, like some nobodies that we haven't heard of. I mean, I don't even know the guy's name, but particularly who Boona was talking about, this right back for West Ham. But reality being is that, no, I completely disagree whether it's a good season or a bad season. Boona, you're about to say something then? Boona?
No, I was on mute.
Well, someone was about to chip in just then. I heard it sounded like Boona, but...
I went to see, did I forget to mute myself? No, I was definitely on mute.
Does anybody have any thoughts on this? Like I said, this is an open forum. By all means, just chip in. Charlie?
I think, so one of the points that I can't remember, I'm trying to search for it now, and I don't know what I've done to my computer now, because it's just like half exploded right in front of me, so I'm trying to fix that at the same time. Oh, there it is, Godwin. I actually enjoy it even more now because beforehand he only cared about his team, and I'm kind of similar to that. So as a Man United supporter, and I don't have any Man United assets in my team, so I can watch the Man United games per normal. But like what you're saying, you end up watching a lot more football, and my missus will vouch for that because it's always on the telly. I think earlier in the season, I know speaking with Boona and some of the lads in here in Hangouts, it was proper grinding at me. And I think when you come away from that bubble and you actually look in, like from, say, my missus's perspective, you're kind of like, it's just a game at the end of the day. Like if you actually listen to yourself on, what you're invested in, it's kind of like, get a grip. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, Dereco, I'm going to be honest, FPL makes watching football more fun for me, as it gives me a reason to watch matches other than just Chelsea. But that's the thing, though. I'd rather, in my case, if I'm a Burnley supporter, Lama, your Man United, Dereco, Chelsea, but I'd rather just be concentrating on the politics of understanding what's going on with my own team. I couldn't care less about, like, Brighton, Bournemouth, Norwich, whoever. I just don't care about them. But when you play this particular game, you have to care, because you have to worry about the fact that Pookie is scoring a goal a game despite the fact they could be losing every match. Why do I care if I'm a Burnley fan? What I should be caring about is the fact that we're only 7 points. I know it's not going to happen. We're only 7 points off Chelsea in the Champions League. We're only 4 points off 5th. It's absolutely crazy. But I shouldn't be caring about any other team other than Burnley, but unfortunately, I do. It's a Burnley.
Yeah, you just get invested in it.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I mean, Charlie, you're not even a Premier League supporter. You support Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this, like you said before, and like other people have said, it's just mad. Like when playing fantasy football, because this is I've played it like for 2 other seasons, but not like properly. But this year, like it's been insane. Like watching every like FPL, content creator, looking at price changes, looking at who I got in, various, Champions League games, and it's insane. Like even me, like I can't watch football properly without looking at how my FPL. It's pretty insane, to be honest.
Yeah, you almost look at the team that you're about. I don't know. So say tonight's game, for example, if for some bizarre reason, and I say that because most people have got double or triple Liverpool in their teams, but if you were looking at that game tonight and you were kind of like, right, I've not got any assets, you would probably enjoy it more. But then there would be something in your head going, well, actually, would you be enjoying it more? Because I don't have any assets, and if Liverpool go out and absolutely run riot over West Ham, I've just been lumped like a million places down the rank.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's mad.
Archie Kendall's saying, I think we worry about is slightly more due to our friends playing it as well. You can see the power of FPL creating this great community. Don't get me wrong, things like this, where we have created a community in which we all have made friends. I mean, Llama, Boona, you can attest to the fact that through Elite FPL, you've actually made good friends out of this place.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
I've even met a few already, and and hopefully we should plan to do the Elite FPL meetup at some point, probably closer to the end of the season. That should be class.
For sure.
Yeah, it's going to be coming down to logistics and everything, but it would be fantastic to get some form of meetup going at any point. We're in no rush or anything. We're here for the absolute definite foreseeable future, and Vince Chapman here, soon becoming the new pantomime villain, saying it's even me and more worse being a United fan, wanting Liverpool to score and keep a clean sheet. Well, that clean sheet is gone. Charlie, FPL Fozzie, saying, mind the gap with Bristol City, mate. Are you... is your thought process towards Bristol City do not go up to the Premier League? Do you just want them failing at all costs, or would it be really good for the City, genuinely, for them to be promoted?
Well, it'd be good for the City, but not good for me and other Rovers fans, because the rivalry is up there with Celtic Rangers. It's pretty mad. So yeah, my perspective,
I'd maybe go back a step, Charlie. I don't think it's that bad.
It's pretty bad though. I went to one I think 5 years ago in the cup, and it was insane. But yeah, it's obviously from my perspective, I don't want them to go up, and they won't go up anyway because they bottle it all the time. So yeah, they won't go up.
Just a quick one. That's actually a very good point. I did say I was going to do it 3 times this evening. I've already done it once. I'll do it again. For everybody that's watching this particular stream, as Jason is saying live right now, to really help this channel grow. I'm not suggesting we're not growing, but there are a lot of people that still ask us why we are not getting bigger and bigger at a more quicker rate. If you want to see shows like this continue, not that we're not going to be doing these, but the point being is that the way just to simply show your support is for anybody that hasn't liked this video, please do, because it really, really does help promote the video just by simply hitting the like button. So hitting that like button all helps us move forward. Of course,
second half kicks off.
Second half is about to kick off. Paulie is our official correspondent. Has there been any changes at half time, or is it all as we were?
Teams are both as we were in first half.
Both as we were. So I'll just quickly bring up the Liverpool team news. It's pretty much as you'd all expect, to be honest with you. We have got Alisson in goal. And
Firmino over the bar.
What's going on? Sorry?
Firmino over the bar from about 12 yards out.
From a Trent pass.
Trent has played the ball into the penalty area, diagonally to the left-hand side, in perfect weight for Firmino to hit it first time. But he's just been too lazy and just swung a foot at it and just thought, oh, you know what, that'll go on target. But nah, wasted effort.
Well, I mean, I didn't even hear anything on the radio. I was too concentrated. I mean, Paulie, was it that close an effort?
West Ham.
It was a good chance, but it did go about 5 yard over the bar.
West Ham have an injury. Suchek looks like he'll be coming off, and Fornals is coming on.
In regards to the subs, there's already one sub being made 46 minutes in.
Wow.
Paulie, would you say Firmino should have done better with that chance?
I think it should have, yeah.
At least hit the target.
Yeah, it ended up about 5 yard over the bar.
For me, he just looked too lazy going into it.
Casual finish almost.
Yeah, it was just like a casual effort, you know. It's just like, come on, man, you can do better than that. Not that I want him to, obviously, but, you know.
So just a quick reminder for everybody watching, if you don't know, the Liverpool team news is pretty much as you'd expect. Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Keita, Fabinho, Wijnaldum with the goal, Mo Salah, Firmino and Mane up front. And then we've got Fabianski, Ngakia, Diop, keep messing that up, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Declan Rice, Snodgrass, Soucek, but he's just come off, it looks like. For who? Sorry, who's come off?
Pablo Fornals.
Fornals, Noble, Anderson and Antonio up front. Of course, it was Diop with the goal in from a corner, whipped in from Snodgrass. So there we have it, and already immediate action coming from Firmino straight away. And what do you guys think this game is going to end up as? 2-1, 3-1, maybe even 2-2? Or even 1-1?
I said 3-0, but I think it's going to go 3-1.
I reckon 3-2.
3-2?
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Liverpool, late goal in stopping.
What do you reckon of Origi coming on, possibly?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
This is very underwhelming.
I don't know, Boona. I think Liverpool look like they've got West Ham's number here.
Oh, shoot, Salah.
Oh.
Is that a handball? No.
I think it hit him in between legs.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys, alright?
Salah's looked more lively in this first opening few minutes than he did all of the first half.
Snodgrass on the right.
Why didn't I just captain Aubameyang, for crying out loud?
Does anybody agree with this Darren Walsh statement here? I think I'm going to go 2 Liverpool instead of 3 and take my chance. Liverpool have taken their foot off the gas over the last few weeks. Anybody agree with that statement?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Tell us why.
Because if you notice, in the early part of the season, when they was going for the title, they was non-stop attacking. 3-4-0 normal to them. In the last 5 or 6 weeks, now that they've won the title, they'll just score a goal and try and lock up shots.
But do you think they're playing it safe because they're in they're obviously trying to win the Premier League. Obviously, they've won it, let's be honest here. But the point being is that they're trying to win the Premier League. And also, they've got the Champions League as well to be concentrating on. Do you not think that they've got such a strong squad that they're able just to close out these games, albeit it's kind of backfired tonight?
Yeah, and we got to remember that Henderson has been quite pivotal for them recently, and he seems to be quite a big miss today.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
I still think that they'll end up getting another couple of goals in this game, though. That's what I'm saying. That seems to be the Liverpool way.
Well, I hope so.
They're attacking, which is good to see. But typically, you're finding that a lot up against now are almost like 10 men behind the ball.
Especially.
And I think the only way you can play against Liverpool is to attack them, like what we were saying in that first half. Their defenders were getting a bit rattled at times, so that is the way to go about it. But going back to Darren's point about 2 or 3, it's probably just however your team's set up, whatever suits you best. I've never really been a big person. I've never been a person that always has like a double defence of any sort, because of that fear that you take one goal, like unfortunately what's happened to Anita, actually just wiped out 3 of your players almost.
Paulie, we've just had a yellow card. How close are you to winning your bet, my friend?
I need one more yellow card from West Ham and Mo Salah to score.
Oh,
What's the bet? How much did you put on, and what's the winning?
Sounds similar to yours.
10. I'll put 10 quid on to win 55.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the exact same bet that you had on, Boona, but you had 50 on it to win 110.
Let's not talk about that terrible bet, please.
Oh, I wasn't here. When was that, Boona?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
That was a terrible bet.
It must have been in the last 2 weeks because I ain't been around.
Yeah, it was the other day. It was the City game, Leicester game.
All right, I gotcha.
Yeah, but all you were waiting on was one yellow card.
Uh-huh. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it.
We've got a wee violin playing.
It's not allowed.
Oh, Salaman, come on.
Firmino in there. Fabianski collecting the ball. Paulie?
Yeah, the ball was just bouncing around. Mo Salah did a really poor first touch, and it went into area, and Fabianski beat Firmino to the ball.
These little flicks. See. 3.
Oh, you're breaking up there, GW. You're coming in really slowly there. You may want to disconnect from the internet and come back on. But Boona, does this?
Right, I'm on it.
There we are. You sound all right now. Boona, does this put a bit of a snag into your Salah captaincy next week against Watford? Of course, famously triple captaining him last time.
And he'll come up trumps in that game. He might. Honest opinion.
Again. Was that the game that he scored?
Yeah.
Oh, I did indeed. Liverpool haven't really been. They haven't looked great today, though. And Watford, apart from that last game, they've not actively, have they? Unless that's changed.
Well, Man U scored 3 against them.
I know United did, but I don't know what the history is saying. Like what it's been like before that. The other player I'm half tempted to captain is Vardy, who I've just brought in for a -4.
Stop! We've got a goal!
It's
2-1 West Ham.
Yeah!
Oh my days!
4 nows.
4 nows.
Declan Rice is
-1s.
Oh
my days!
goodness.
What did I say? What did I say? I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham.
Oh my
days.
goodness.
I nearly swore it.
For all the
my
people out
days.
there, now is the
Oh,
time.
West Ham.
Now's the time to
It's a
put some
good-
money on a Liverpool win.
That's a good finish, by the way.
That is a quality.
Oh my days!
Oh, yeah.
You know something's happening with Steve. I say stop.
Steve,
Oh,
You
that's
love to
quality.
see it.
He's finally
do you-
showing some class.
And Declan Rice did very well there.
Sorry, who got the goal? 4 nows.
For now,
now.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just come on like 2 minutes ago as well.
So this is I'm sorry, but this is now gonna have to be attack from Liverpool.
Liverpool
Yeah,
are still-
definitely.
Exactly what we
They're
want.
still favourites to win as well, Liverpool. I've just looked.
Are they serious?
Yeah, 6-4.
But this is the thing, though, I think, Steve-O, and this is typical of what I feel FPL does to my head on a week-to-week basis. So the City game, I was kind of behind the couch, and what happened as you put together so well in your members-only video with the fact that Aguero blanked. So then I'm going into this game thinking, right, this is the time to climb the ranks now. I'm sitting there in a great position with Salah, Mane and Trent. Nope.
This is insane.
Oxlade-Chamberlain coming on. It's got to be for
Keita.
It's got to be for Keita. I'd have thought. Keita's not done anything.
But all I'll say
Imagine-
to that,
Looks like Ox is coming.
Yeah.
all I'll say to
I've
that, Llama, is that
I've just put 40 quid on Liverpool.
No, Cater? Yeah, Cater's coming up.
Have you really, Paulie?
Yeah, why not?
So to win?
Put 40 quid on who?
Yeah, to win.
On Liverpool to win?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great bet. Great bet.
That is a great bet because it's a 140 return, I believe.
It's a 140 return.
Yeah, 6-4.
Yeah.
40 quid gives you 60. That's back.
No, it's 100. 60 quid plus. 60 quid plus a 40. Pushing now. 40.
Yeah, so what were you saying, Llama? Just quickly repeat your point again.
Stop. No, what I was saying was, in typical FPL fashion, after the Man City game, and you done your rant about Aguero blanking, etc., I'm sitting there rubbing my hands thinking, well, I've got a Salah captain to come on with Mane and Trent down to put me in a really strong position for climbing ranks. And then this kind of stuff happens.
I've got a really interesting fact for you, Steve.
Okay.
Liverpool have conceded more goals tonight versus West Ham than they did in their previous 11 Premier League games combined.
It's mad, isn't it?
Well, we can all, everybody here, you can blame Dan, that's your social media assistant, because it's the first time this season he's brought double Liverpool defence in, and this is what's happened. The slight difference, though, Llama, with tonight, though, is that everybody's, barring a niche, who can, again, we all laughed when they conceded, but he's still doing better than all of us regarding the captaincy, is that everybody's captain the same player, Llama. It's I only get frustrated when it's the differentials that don't do well, logical differentials that don't do well, and especially in Aguero's case, when you get given a penalty, literally given to you on a plate, and you still miss. And that is what drives me up the wall, because that's the one differential that nobody owns, and yet he fails the opportunity. It just drives you up the wall. Having someone like, like me and you have got Mane, Salah and Trent, it's like, for me, it's just, I just laugh, because it's just like, well, I'm in the same boat as everybody else. It's like that, everybody going mental at my reaction to Lundstrom. It's like when he had 21 points. It's like, why are you getting angry at my reaction? Everybody owns him. Who cares? It made no difference. Yeah, the odd person here or there may have not owned his points, but for me, it's like, right? He's in my team. Admittedly, he was on the bench, but whatever. The point being, though, is that, yeah, his points came off, but everybody in our catchment league had Lundstrom. It had no effect on the game.
Yeah.
So, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Yeah.
Bally?
Robertson just smacked the ball across and it's hit Mo Salah on hair. It weren't all.
Literally on his hair.
That just says it.
Tobias, I don't even care about FPL anymore. I just enjoy Liverpool winning. I'm just going to enjoy Liverpool losing the game. Is this going to be like Man United back in the day? Attack, attack, attack. What do you reckon?
They have no option.
The Premier League game to West Ham at home.
Here now, I can't. It's the same. Then I just seriously don't know what. No, seriously, every man in his door on Liverpool to win tonight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh.
Is that? No, it's a good challenge. Good challenge.
Fair play to show me the Mane.
I think there was 7-1 on Liverpool to win tonight before kick-off.
What was that about? Show me the Mane, Charlie. Sorry, Paulie. What was that?
He captained.
Rodriguez.
It's an effort from Trent.
Trent, what
like
are you doing?
What's happened here, Paulie?
Trent's had a shot from about 40 yards, and Fabianski's tipped it around the post for a corner.
40 yards.
Yeah.
no
quite
joke.
far out,
40
yeah.
yards. Yeah.
What a save, by the way.
Wow.
Van Dijk. Oh.
I don't think West Ham can keep up with
Mane
this
with
for the
an
next
effort.
like 35 minutes.
Oh,
Nah.
another corner for Liverpool.
Nah, West Ham ain't keeping this up.
This is going to be your typical attack versus defence for the rest of this match.
Definitely.
West Ham won't even be getting out of their half.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Got another corner.
Corner again.
I'm-
Bloody hell.
Having said what I've just said, though, West Ham are defending like quite well.
They're not going to be able to keep it up.
I don't think so, but like I said, I don't know anything about football nowadays.
Oh, nearly. Oh. Paulie.
Firmino header over at bar front corner.
What is going on with Firmino?
That header was so poor, you could have stuck another goal on top of that goal and it still wouldn't have gone in.
You're not even exaggerating.
And
Wow.
that was from just outside the 6 yard.
That's a great strike from
That is movement and everything. Power, movements. Oh, yeah.
Can't believe this.
People on that amount of money shouldn't be
Firmino,
missing
you
from
useless,
6 yards out.
useless, whatever.
Nah. You should be at least hitting the target, minimum.
Totally agree.
John Harris.
West Ham have had 3 attempts. Liverpool have had 20.
Yeah. It's mad.
And we're not even... Oh, what's that? 63 minutes, is that? I can't quite see.
Yeah.
So we've just gone past the hour. But when you put it into perspective, of those 20 attempts, 4 have been on target for Liverpool out of their 20, and 2 have been on target for West Ham out of their 3.
Yeah, he scored both.
John Harris, what's the record for most amount of corners in a Premier League game? Don't know. Harry
I
Doherty,
don't know,
my
but
friend.
we've got another one, I think.
Yeah, there's been 18 already.
And what I think what's also as good is it looks like, as Dre's saying in the text chat, that Haller's coming on as well for West Ham, so they ain't holding back.
Wow.
No, they
Bring
can't,
on a
they
striker.
can't hold them out. No chance.
What was that, Harbour boy? Go for it, mate.
Oh, the West Ham are bringing on a striker. That's bold.
Yeah.
Bold, I think it's stupid.
I reckon what if it's going to be Antonio?
I mean, gee whiz, you're a West Ham fan. I mean, genuinely, if it ends 2-1, how would this make you feel, considering the pathetic season that you're having so far? It's a bit of a head scratcher.
I would be ecstatic if we won it, and absolutely ecstatic. Those 3 points, you're joking. They're like gold dust for us, and no one would have given us a hope in hell of getting a draw tonight, let alone 3 points. So yeah, I'd be out celebrating tonight. If
we were talking about how long it's been since West Ham last won at Anfield, weren't we? In the lounge just before this.
I think it was 42 games or something. One in 42 games.
5 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah, 2015.
And in that same, that's right. Yeah. I said at the time, in that same season, West Ham became the first club in one season to win at Anfield.
Sorry, gee whiz, something. Paulie, something to do with a potential ball to hand. What's going on here?
Yeah, Liverpool played the ball forward and it hit a West Ham defender, and the crowd went up saying it were ham played on from it.
Outside,
don't even
think
VAR have looked at it.
There has been no VAR tonight so far either. No VAR at all.
It's got to be on there. Live up.
Yeah.
Probably.
Got a counter attack at the moment from Liverpool.
So yeah, for Anderson, remember Steve? People used to own Anderson.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, I remember him.
No.
Oh, that's the yellow card for winning.
Hey, just need a goal.
So we just need Salah to score. Well, I don't, but you do.
Yeah, just needs to I'll to score for bet, yeah.
Does it have to be Salah, or can
Yeah.
it just be a goal?
No, it has to be Salah.
You
Oh,
watched 90th minute pen.
I'd take it.
If he misses, earphones are going through.
Oh my days! Don't
Yeah, if he misses it, gee.
Anish, how are you feeling as it stands 60 odd minutes into the game?
Sorry?
How are you feeling so far in the game now that you're the only one with a captaincy win so far?
Well, I mean, Trent could have had a couple of in this game, right?
Yeah.
Players could have headed the ball, but other than that, it's been.
Oh, I would love another West Ham goal, right?
Come on. Undoubtedly, Liverpool backing next 10 minutes, I'd say.
How long's left?
Coming off. Mane or Firmino?
Firmino.
Definitely.
What's this, sorry? You reckon Firmino's going to come off, do you?
Yeah, well, I reckon in the next 10 minutes, undoubtedly Liverpool will make an attacking substitution. Bring Firmino or Mane.
It'll be Firmino for minimum.
Firmino's been terrible. Okay,
Yeah.
bad.
He still hasn't.
Salah hasn't really been in the game either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he won't take Salah.
He's
Or
Firmino.
Origi.
Firmino still hasn't scored a home goal this season as well. Another stat.
Goal!
Really?
Goal, Robertson! No, sorry, Salah! It's Salah! Oh, I think it's a Robertson assist, though.
It is a Robertson assist, yeah.
Anish.
Robertson.
Fabianski's had an absolute mare. It's gone straight through his hand, straight through his legs.
Anish.
Come on.
Goodness.
That's a nightmare ski all over.
Yeah, you said it at the start. Flappy and.
Congrats, Paul. On
Thanks.
Oh, well done, Paul.
Point of fact.
Well done, Anish. Congratulations.
Charlie, that. Remember that night I drank about 12 Thatcher?
Yeah.
Goal. And it's like, imagine guitar to field a with him. He goes for thing, doesn't he? And then that's his.
What is he? Fabianski.
Straight through his arms.
This is
They're
when
just gonna
Vince
show it.
and Spit.
His arms and
It's got to be out there. Got to be.
The only good thing is out of the three main.
Yeah, differential.
Steve-O, you've went quiet. You alright?
I'm just listening to you lot. I don't need to speak, mate. This is like I said, this is what the Llama Lounge is all about, guys. Just let you guys speak. I'm not flaming her. I don't need to speak.
So bad. Huh? Shut up.
it wasn't Mane.
Let's stay with Liverpool, G. I think that.
Messages come. Bippy and Brew.
So,
Yeah,
Robertson and Alexander Arnold are in the goal.
Roberts, you got. Oh, Roberts.
Yeah.
Fair play.
How does this Salah goal? What's that? 4-3? Can't see.
4-3. Hala with two.
Salah brace. That's the other thing that FPL does to you. Just makes you concentrate on your points and not the team that you support.
Yeah. So push the Rovers on in the.
Oh, you'll go mental. You'll go mental. Honestly, it'll do your head right.
I wonder how that goal's affected my rank.
Behave yourself, will ya?
Yeah, you got Robertson assist and Trent assist, captain. Sorted.
Yeah, those differentials.
Uh-oh. West Ham coming forward here. Decent cross to no one.
Hold on! West Ham with an excellent chance there with that
it's gotta be
snowball
offside.
onto Antonio. Paulie?
Yeah, Noble played the ball and Antonio completely miscontrolled it. Went straight through to the goalie, but I don't know if it was offside.
Oh, Alexander Arnold with an effort there.
Oh,
is he going to score at any point?
For a corner.
He's so good, isn't he? He's so
He
good.
is too. How anybody cannot have him in their team and watch Liverpool play is beyond me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who's that? Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robertson's taken this corner. Oh, he's passed it. Never mind.
Oh, Mane there, but just missed out.
Firmino's getting in the way.
Yeah, who are you captaining next week?
Ooh.
I don't captain them.
We could have something here.
Oh. Virgil.
Oh, come on, Van Dijk.
Janelle. This must be. Oh. A slight exaggeration by the Wiz.
It's a 20th. Just updated.
Oh, it's the 20th.
Hold on!
Was it?
Yeah. Salah.
Oh my God! What?
That's Firmino. It post.
Yeah.
Playing for handball. It's gone out for another corner.
What happened there?
Number 21.
Firmino's hit the post on the goal line.
Yeah.
Gets
Be
him
that.
off.
Bounded to him in his head at the ball. It's bounced
Phil.
off post.
I don't even know how he's managed to do that.
Goal this season. That's crazy, and that's because he misses sitters like that.
That can't
Oh
be a
my
handball.
God!
It looked like it could have been.
My rival has got Firmino, so I really don't need him doing anything.
That's the worst cross he's put in all game.
That
The only
was poor.
bad cross he's put in all game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Whoever Liverpool played against in the Champions League, it was Atletico, yeah, Trent was doing really crap for crossing that game. Like, he didn't put in really good crosses. 100.
How's Walder-Weldham still on 33 bonus points?
It's just FPL, isn't it? That's what they do.
Because he hardly does anything. When he hardly does anything in terms of.
Just had one chance and he's finished it. So his bonus is high.
At the moment, we've got Robertson on 3 bonus, Wijnaldum 2, and Salah on 1.
Salah on 1.
Come on, Sally. Get another one. Finish your chances and get.
Yeah, I could do with another Salah goal. That would sort my week right.
How are you feeling over there, Boona?
Yes, bro.
Wait, you've actually got the balls to come on live on air, have you? I just thought I'd pop in and say hi to you. Imagine my shock.
How many minutes is left?
Good question.
15 and plus stoppage time.
Throw the get Origi on. Throw the kitchen sink.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Yeah, I think Origi would come on for Firmino.
Well, what about What about like Fabinho or something like that? Maybe even Ronaldo. What?
No, they need a more attacking threat than.
Get up, you diving little shit.
£3.
Whoa.
£3, I couldn't care less. What an idiot. What are the bonus points looking at now?
It's up on
so you've got
screen
Robertson
at
on
the moment, yeah.
3, Wijnaldum on 2, and Salah and Trent on 1.
I'm surprised Salah's not been carded for that, you know.
You reckon it was that blatant?
If that was at the Olympics, that would have been about a 9.5 maybe.
It's like one of them things where it's either a yellow card, a penalty, and a orange card, isn't it?
I think there was too much splash for a 9.5 there. I'd give you mate. Liverpool coming forward again.
Offside.
Halted by the offside flag. No. Oh, they're going to show the Firmino miss now. Let's have a look.
Oh my days! What has he done?
I don't even think the ball hits the post. I think it's his arm or something. Yeah, it's his arm that hits the post. The ball goes past the post.
I'm pretty sure he's got a bet on with someone to not score at home this season.
He must have. Seriously, you can't miss that.
That is awful.
Probably 50 quid with Boona.
Yeah, 50 quid.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake, this is a nightmare.
Go on, Salah. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Another corner.
Come on,
Go on, Van Dijk.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Come on,
Robert. See, once again, that is good defending.
All I ask for is one Van Dijk goal.
Uh-oh. No.
It's another poor cross by Trent.
Was that Trent?
Yeah, Robertson passed it short to him for corner.
Just get it in the box. Why are they passing it short?
Oh,
Van Dijk used the header in the box.
Nah, get out.
Go on, give it a penalty.
Van Dijk went up for a corner for a header, and he got clattered by about 2 defenders and went down, claiming for penalty.
Come on, give it a pen. Give it a pen.
Is it going to VAR?
No chance. Shouldn't go to VAR.
Watch Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
Oh, it'd be so good if it went to VAR.
Yeah. There's got to be one VAR per live stream, aren't there? Surely?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Steve-O's done a live stream yet where there's not been a VAR decision that's not quite right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tell you what, though. I've seen them given.
If you look at Declan Rice, just solely Declan Rice, he eyes up Van Dijk. Not once does he make any attempt on the ball, and he elbows him in the back. I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, gee whiz is a West Ham fan.
I am indeed.
But Boona,
Noble got a yellow card just then.
Boona, you revealed that
dear.
statistic about Liverpool have conceded more goals tonight against West Ham than they have the last 11. I'm pretty sure that West Ham have scored more goals tonight than the last 11. I just think it's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It's just one of those nights, isn't it? One of those nights.
Just this game week, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
from yesterday.
yeah.
Here, have you seen that bet that Phil's just put into the chat in the Elite Hangout text?
Go for it.
What was it?
Over 3.5 goals to be scored, Diop to be booked, Declan Rice to be booked, and over 11.5 corners.
He's just won £259 off of £3.
What?
Oh, what a bet. What a bet.
He loves doing them bets as well. He's so good at them.
That's quality.
Where did he put
He
this
loves-
Boona, sorry?
Hold
Hold on! Stop! We've got to go! Mane and Trent Alexander-Arnold!
Trent is Mane.
Wow.
Where you at, baby? Trent assist.
Oh, and Niche,
Yeah,
well
Trent-
I
done.
couldn't care about
Trent
that.
is Mane.
Come on. Yes, Steve-O.
We got a goal.
Let's go.
It's so funny how the attitude in these live streams completely changed depending on who's just scored.
Yeah.
Bruno's buzzing now.
Wow. Denise, you're going to be getting 3 bonus, surely.
Fair play, Trent captain.
They're checking
Fair
it for
play.
offside as well, but I don't know if
Oh,
it is.
please be offside.
Please, Trent, don't be
Oh
offside.
god, here we go.
if
Llama.
if
You were
this is
saying about
offside,
VAR.
I think this could be. Oh, no.
This could be offside, by the way.
No, it's not. It's a goal.
Is it cleared? 100%?
Yeah, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Come on!
Whoa.
Yes!
He's buzzing my Boona.
Mate.
I think I've just broke into the 800,000th.
Whoever's ears are
I think
broken.
I've just broken to 2 million, to be honest with you. So.
I think I've just brought the bank as well.
I think I've just broken everyone's ears.
Yeah. My headphones nearly fell off.
Yeah, I'm going to need to warn myself of that. When Boona's in chat where you just kind of prop the earphones out a little bit.
That is pure FPL passion.
Hey, Steve-O, have you noticed that there's a guest in the Llama?
A guest? No?
Yeah, have a look. Don't know who he is. Or she.
I'll have a look. Hold on.
Mane onto 3 bonus, Steve-O.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, mate. Yes, he is.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
it will be because he's just scored the winning goal, potentially.
Come on.
He can't be on 3.
You're having a laugh.
We got Mane on 3, Robertson and Bin Laden on 2.
Trent will go to 3 because his assist hasn't been added.
What did he just say, gee whiz?
Mane's on.
Who's that, Boona?
Who's what?
Walder Weldum.
Who?
Bin Laden.
Yeah, I think
Bin
Trent will
Laden.
go to 3 because is this assist not been given or have they not added it yet? I don't think it's been
Yeah,
added.
they've just done
It's
it.
been
So
added now.
It's added to
it's
FPL.
Trent on 3, Mane on 2, and Robertson and Bin Laden on 1.
Bin Laden?
Yeah, Bin
You
Laden.
can't be saying that. That's £3 you owe us.
Vin.
Oh, Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Hi, Davey P. Hi.
Hi, I'm Boona, and I'm comfortable in your head just now.
Shame I didn't beat him. That's a...
Hi, do you hear me in your dreams at night? Do you sometimes get woken up by an... My name is Boona, and I'm in your head all evening.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. What is this? People saying maybe not given to Trent Alexander-Arnold assist. What is all this?
No, it's been given.
It's been given,
It's
right?
been
Okay.
given. It just
It's been given.
it hadn't been given at the...
Right, okay, so it's officially being given, and up on screen is the main
So now-
man
now
himself.
Now Trent's on 3.
Yeah, he is.
Trent's on 3 again.
Mine is
Anish. Anish, can I ask you a question? How many weeks in
For
a
now.
row have you captained Trent?
Yeah. This is his
This will be
fourth or
fourth
fifth.
week.
Yeah.
4th in a row. Wow.
Week in a row.
Wow.
I'm currently just went up 150,000 places.
Have you?
Okay.
I'm guessing that's because of you got...
No, it's because I'm shit.
When can someone remind Moyes decided to bring on Hallow? Was it at 2-1 up or
2-2. 2-2.
it was at 2-2? All right.
Desmond.
Clueless, Moy. Clueless. They paid like 45 million for Haller as well.
No,
Just
Haller came on at 2-1.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he'd come on at 2-1.
That was 2-1 to West
Oh,
Ham.
did it? Is it actually? Oh, well played, Anish.
Mane goal?
Have it.
Mane goal, Trent assist.
Oh, Mane gold trying to assist.
I thought you said Trent goal.
Mane goal, Trent assist.
Oh, wow.
So gone quiet over there.
Oh, that is spicy.
Of course he would score 2
It's
goals.
time for a vodka.
Of course he
He's
would get...
offside.
He's
He's
offside.
offside.
Oh, he's
It's not gonna
offside.
count.
He's offside.
Way,
Yeah.
He's offside.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that, Boona?
They've given it as a goal.
No, it's offside.
It's all good.
No goal.
He's still on
Oh,
2
yeah,
bonus.
yeah,
I
they
didn't
have
need it. I didn't need it
disallowed it.
anyway. I don't want to be
Thank-
selfish, you know what I'm saying? But you know.
Thank God for that.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
well off
thank
as well.
God for that.
He is.
Thank
He is.
God.
He is. He is. He is. There's
Davey
no.
Pierce. Put that shot glass away, back, Steve. It's not time.
No, drink it.
No, I think Steve-O's just drank it straight for the bottle then.
I've been muted the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh
Pass
no.
that bottle, Steve-O.
I've just been
Gone in.
muted through that
Dreamland.
whole thing.
Do you know what's going to happen now, though? Salah's going to end up scoring.
I hope so.
Oh, I do.
Come on, lad. How many minutes we got left? It can't be long.
3 plus any stoppage.
3. Come on,
So
Salah.
probably about 6-7 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy.
I just don't know whether I want to support West Ham to get an equaliser or Salah to get another goal.
Definitely Salah, another goal.
Oh, thank you very much. Let's go with that then.
Damn.
Who have you captain, Steve-O?
Mane.
Oh, my days.
Fair
Oh, no.
play, Steve.
Oh, an effort from West Ham.
Oh, how'd you miss that?
When did Bowen come on?
Is he on? Is he Jared Bowen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just missed chance.
I think you should call him
Bowen
Jim.
as well.
The way he
Oh.
took that one. Jesus, wet.
Oh, what a through ball that was to him as well.
It was. And then, yeah. Jim
Oh,
Bowen
no.
mucked it up.
Stop. Oh, Paulie.
Oh.
There's- Headers in the area. It's been given as a goal kick, but they're claiming handball. I don't know if it's going to be given or
What go and say that again, sorry.
corner came in. It's just been like head tennis for a few seconds.
Look at
And
him,
then
Van
hit
Dijk's
it over
hand.
the bar and looked as though it hit a hand. And then went
Man, that Mane brace would have been sweet.
What is he given?
Yeah, I
is
know.
it going to VAR?
No.
Yeah, but
It's a goal kick.
Ah, okay.
Currently on 80 points, though.
Well done.
Yeah, that's a good week for you though, Boone.
80.
Yes, 8-0, Charlie, get my finger.
Fair play.
Cheers,
On
bro. I
and
needed it.
off
I haven't
that.
scored
Quality
70 points since
rubbish.
my. I haven't scored over 70 points since my triple captain game against what?
Well, I haven't scored 70 points this season, Boona. God's sake.
Oh my dear. Ugh. Come on, Mane.
Oh, that goal, Boona, though. Oh, if only. That would have been amazing.
Really good.
Bonus
Then-
points at the moment. Trent 3, Mane and Vin Laden 2.
The way he says that is quality.
I know.
Would it not be Walder Weldon on 1? Manny on 2?
Should be, but I can only report what
Give
I
it,
can.
give it,
Oh, okay.
give it, Mane.
Don't give it to him. Pass it, you greedy git.
You little.
Innit? Yeah, it was Charlie. Snodgrass came off. Jim Bowen went on.
Jared Bowen.
5 minutes at the time.
Fabinho's coming on. No, Matip, sorry.
Matip's coming on.
Going, they're scared.
Take off Firmino.
They are scared.
Take off Mane.
Taking off Mane. They're taking off Mane.
5 minutes injury time.
Oh,
Come on,
Mane. Why
Salah.
would you take Mane off?
Come on, Salah.
Come on,
Mane,
Salah.
fucking
Come on,
run off,
Salah.
man.
Come on,
Don't
my
get
boy.
yellow carded, man. Get off. It's the pitch.
Time wasting. Book him.
Book him, ref. Come on.
Come on, book him. He's time wasting.
Oh, Mane's been taken off.
Yeah.
It could have been worse, Steve. He could have got booked for time wasting for not coming off. Thank God he didn't.
Yeah, because are they not meant to come off at if they're like at the side of the park, at the opposite side of the dugout? They're meant to come
he
off there.
started walking off, and then he realised, so he.
When West Ham are attacking, Salah's going to bloody get a brace. Should I put 5 down on him?
You
Come
are
on.
right, Buna. So right.
Buna, I couldn't agree with you more, mate.
Come on.
Matt now.
Bowen, when he goes through, his head is down. By the time he lifts his head up, Alisson is bang right there in front of him. So
Yeah.
I'll forgive him missing that one. That was a bit harsh.
Charlie's score prediction 3-2.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Well done, mate.
Should have stuck a fiver on it, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you would have. Yeah, you would have been a rich man, mate.
Steve, I don't want you to say hold on between now and the end.
Yeah, please, Steve.
Llama, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
If anything happens, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, but you can host for a few seconds, all right, mate?
That's not a problem. I will get Polly and Buna to kind of give me the heads up. So, especially you, Polly, because you're bang on timing.
Yeah.
You and Wiz. I think Wiz is the same.
Yeah.
I'm in real time as well.
Cool, because I'm about 30 seconds behind.
Make sure you say hold on before there's a goal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good point. Take your time, Alisson, please.
This is going to finish 3-2. Can't see anything happening.
Yeah.
Into the third minute of 5.
Love
Unless Flappy Hansky does something stupid.
What, like he's already done, you mean?
Yeah.
That would have been such a golden point for us as well.
Golden 3 points at 1 point.
Yeah.
How many times did you say point?
Yeah.
Well, no, because they still scored afterwards, but I mean, 2-2 would have been absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, they need that. Because
it does mean that all of the relegation teams all lost this week. Bournemouth, Villa, West Ham, Norwich, Watford. So it would have been a good chance for West Ham to make a break, but as it is, those bottom 5 stay bottom 5.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Should be interesting in the coming weeks to see who does go down and stays up.
As it stands, I am 8 points clear of Brew and 27 points clear of Davy.
Hi, my name's Buna and I'm always in your head.
Oh, that Mane goal would have basically ended Davy P. Oh no. Come on, bloody hell.
That's mad though, Bruno. 80 points.
Yeah. Well done.
Crazy in this week as well.
It's all about Shane Long. West Ham free kick, 20 seconds to go, just left of the 18-yard box. Panic station.
You watch.
I can't wait to hear this. Hold on, I tell you.
Jim Bowen, watch.
Stay there, Fabianski. I don't trust Salah not to break.
Yeah, Fabianski's not going out.
He should.
Hold on.
No.
Ooh, deflection gone wide.
I thought you were going to say there's a goal then.
Noble has hit it well. Was on target, and it hit Vin Laden.
Weldon.
Another corner.
That's
it. That's it. Full time.
Full time.
I'll take that.
Oh my goodness.
I'll take that.
Interesting game.
Paulie is our official correspondent. Do you want to just take us through the match,
game,
my
that.
friend? Because wow.
Yeah, really good game.
Tell us about it, Paulie. Sorry to put you on the spot.
First half. No, I'm just trying to remember who's got Edwin first half. Trent Corner, Wijnaldum for 1-0. Snodgrass Corner for Diop 1-1. And then West Ham went 2-1 up. I forgot who scored.
Fornell's goal with a Rice assist.
With a Declan Rice assist. And then Salah equalised from Robertson. And Mane scored the winner from another Trent assist. Plenty of corners in the game.
And you won your bet, didn't you?
Yeah,
and the 40 quid on Liverpool to win at 2-1 down.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Well, you won 60, didn't you? Put 40 on and got 100 back.
Yeah.
That's absolutely... And well done to Brew. He's won his Champions League. Well done to John Harris. He beat Jason. Congratulations. Brew 7-0. 7-0 in his... what do you call it? Who's that in the background?
It's Anish and Grace push to talk on.
Anish.
Sorry?
This is when his
You can hear
mum
your
likes to
background,
bring
mate.
Yeah,
the lamb alone.
Blimey, yeah.
So Steve-o, game week 23, I was 1.6 million in rank. After auto subs on FPL Live, I'm 815k.
Bloody hell. I think
Fair play.
I'm still going to be. I'm going to be behind you now, aren't I?
Yup.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just checking my rank.
That is an absolute hell of a roller coaster. A hell of a roller coaster. That is absolutely crazy. Crazy. 21 consecutive home wins for Liverpool. 21 consecutive home wins for Liverpool. Absolutely extraordinary, and such a shame for myself and Boona, who captained Mane, because that I'll tell you what, I really would have just taken a couple of shots of vodka just to celebrate some actual luck going my way. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and as Paulie said, the game ending 3-2 there. Well done, Liverpool, and well done to Boona especially. We had his team up on screen a second ago. There it is again for anybody watching or listening in on audio. Boona's team was McCarthy in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Seiss, Williams, but Lundstrom will be coming on for Williams. Martial, Mane captain, Salah, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Ings, Shane, FPL, Shane Long there on the bench. Absolutely extraordinary. There we have it, everybody. That was an insight into what the Llama Lounge is going to be sounding like. And as ever, I'm going to be signing off with the usual line. I'm going to have to go in chronological order the way it is set up right now, because I haven't got the technology like Jason. So unfortunately, Boona, you're first. Do you have any final words for the community or the people that are watching right now before we let you go?
Yeah, David P, mind the gap. Peace out.
There we are, David P. Gee whiz, any final thoughts?
I thought we was a bit unlucky in the end, but thanks for having me. See you soon.
Cheers, dude. Harbour Boy, I know you've been quiet and everything, but how did you enjoy the game? Any final thoughts?
It's been an absolute privilege, Steve-o. Exciting match, lots of ups and downs, and good to see that you didn't get to have your vodka shot. Thank you.
Cheers, Harbour Boy. Really do appreciate you coming on. One Rovers Vlogs.
Yeah, it's been a quality, another quality live stream. Great game. Great banter. Can't ask much for much more, really.
No,
Cheers
you can't.
for having me on.
Cheers, Charlie. Thanks very much,
Cheers.
dude. Paulie?
Yeah, I just want to say, just to the people who have been watching, if they've enjoyed this type of format of the match, then obviously feedback's welcome. Let Lama know, let Steve-O know what they've enjoyed, what maybe we could possibly make better. So future shows they all enjoy.
Absolutely. I'll add to that in a minute on the admin. Cheers, dude. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. See you later.
Really do. There we are. There's Paulie there. Anish, congratulations. Another Trent Alexander-Arnold. Well, nearly a haul. Looks like he's going to get 3 bonus points. How are you feeling before we let you go?
I'm feeling alright about it. It's
good. I'm glad.
He always sounds dead excited, Anish, doesn't he?
Yeah, it could have been better if that last goal had stood, even though I don't own Mane, but it would have been better still to get that Trent assist. But overall,
absolutely.
I'm happy, and I've really enjoyed the format. It's like everyone getting a chance to express their raw emotions as the game goes on. I think that's something different that other FPL content creators aren't really providing.
No,
so it's a good format.
Yeah, and you'll obviously be part of the Llama Lounge moving forward as per normal, just like everybody else. Anish, really
thank you.
Appreciate you coming on, Paint.
No worries, take care, guys.
There's Anish there. And finally, Daily Llama, this is your moment to shine, so to speak. Take it away, my friend. Any final thoughts, anything you want to say before I clear off?
No, thanks again, Steve-O, for having us. Hopefully, as the rest of the lads were kind of saying there, hopefully you've enjoyed the stream, which I'm pretty sure you have been. So smash the like button just to say thanks very much. The Llama Lounge will be doing a kind of special episode in the middle of this week, where we look at FPL and the rivals. I couldn't pronounce that right there. That's been created in Discord over the past season. Discord is the place to be, so there'll be a link in the description for people to join. Please do join. That's how you get involved in the streams with Steve-O, as it's happened this evening, along with Jason, and also now myself when we go live with the Llama Lounge. But no, thanks very much, Steve-O, mate. Another good one.
Cheers, Llama. Thanks very much, and hear from you Wednesday.
For sure.
There he is, Daily Llama there, the host of the Llama Lounge, coming to you live on Wednesday with a very special edition, which I'm absolutely, definitely looking for. And I do want to add to what Paulie said a few seconds ago, because it's very important for especially myself and Jason and Llama, of course, to hear your feedback on anything you'd like, to see us improve on. I'm not going to lie, I do think the format that myself and Jason bring you is of superb content. I'm not going to pretend that isn't the case. I do obstructively look at what we do. I do feedback to Jason what can be improved on, etc., etc. But no, more importantly, we do invite your feedback, especially because that's what's most important, and we do listen to what you guys say, because we do always want to improve what we are doing. But to be honest with you, like I said, I think there's not much of improvement needed. But yeah, absolutely, the next stream will be coming, as Llama just said, on Wednesday evening. It will be an insight into the rivalry between Boona, Brew and Davey P. It's going to be a very interesting conversation with the three of them, with Daily Llama being the referee in the middle, and basically overseeing things really, and hoping that it doesn't end up into a punch up. But no, other than that, all I can say is it's the usual thing really. Thank you everybody for joining myself and the various other members of the community on this almost special Llama Lounge stream. As Paulie said and Anish said, seeing live reactions to the goals and assists as they go in. Quite an extraordinary game, and such a shame from my point of view that Mane didn't get that goal, but unfortunately that's the way things are. What I can tell you is that the next time I'm personally on will probably be Thursday morning. That's right, Thursday morning I shall be probably doing the breakfast show. So the breakfast show preview will be back on Thursday, I hope to think. Please stay tuned for when I will be going live. And on Saturday, a bit of a special one. Yes, a special one on Saturday evening. It could be a bit of a late one. Basically, breaking news. Mane down to 1 bonus point. Oh, really, Booner? It's going to be Trent on 3, Ronaldo on 2, and Mane on 1. Oh, blast. That's a bit annoying. Bit infuriating, but, at least it's a point. Better than nothing, I suppose. Still means nothing for me after my weekend, but whatever. So, yes, it's going to be a bit of a special one on Saturday evening because I'm going to be going to a gig and I'm deliberately going to be avoiding the scores. So, yes, I'm not going to have a clue what's happened on Saturday. There's a chance that I may know what's happened on the afternoon, the early kickoff, but I won't be knowing what's going on in the 3 p.m. kickoffs and, of course, Liverpool's game against Watford. So I could be coming home doing a stream, which will be a late night one at approximately 10:30. It's definitely not going to be a match of the day challenge, though. I've kind of expressed my opinion on that. I'm not going to. I'll just say it again. I just find them a bit boring from my perspective. Sitting through an hour and a half worth of highlights is very draining, to be honest with you, and I find it exceedingly boring. But that's just me. And I know you guys like it, but I'm sorry. But even that is just pushing it from my point. It's all right doing it with Jason because at least you're doing it with another person. But when you're doing it on your own, it's absolutely it's painful having to wait through rubbish matches that end 0-0 or 1-0 and you have no interest in from an FPL perspective. And again, that goes back to the point earlier on about how FPL's ruined our lives. Anyway, yes, other than that, yeah, it's the usual thing. Just the way to promote this video is the easiest way is by hitting the like button. There's been about 120 odd people watching this. So there we are, you see. What's this? Dan? Well, Dan, if you want to come live on air, you can do. If you want to come live on air, you've got about 30 seconds to come live on air. If you don't come live on air in the next 30 seconds or so, then this stream's going to be ending. So yeah, Dan, if you want to come as a special guest quickly, by all means. But I've got the Discord screen up, so you never know, can hear your thoughts on the game that's just taken place, where of course, Liverpool won 3-2, thanks to goals from Wijnaldum, Salah and Mane. But yeah, if you are completely brand new around here, enjoy the content that myself and Jason do, then by all means, simply hit that subscribe button. And if you do know anybody that does enjoy fantasy football content, send them our way. It's Elite FPL, and as Dan has just done our request, let's get him on. Evening, Dan. Enjoy the game.
I didn't watch it. I've literally
Brilliant.
I've just found out the score, and I couldn't believe it. I was just gobsmacked. It's just typical the week that was it the week before last, having 2 Liverpool defenders, and then they play West Ham, who's struggling away, and then West Ham make a real fist of it. Gee whiz, must have been going mad.
Oh, he was going mad that Mane didn't get the 4th goal. We were talking actually earlier about how fantasy football affects us, in the sense of how's it affecting us from an enjoyment of the real game. And I know you're somebody that has a few words to say on that.
Oh God, yeah, I was listening to that at half time, and it was it was really, really interesting. It's like everyone was making the point in chat, and also Lama and everyone else was saying that you could look at it 2 ways. I mean, I do agree in the sense that it makes you appreciate players from teams that you don't really care about or watch that often. You know, like last season it was Doherty and Jimenez, and you get to understand players from other teams better. But it does also kind of frustrate you. Like, I mean, to give an example, this season when Chelsea lost at home to Bournemouth 1-0, and Bournemouth had quite a lot of injuries, and I had Abraham and Pulisic in my team, but I was annoyed that Chelsea lost. But then I thought to myself, why am I annoyed that Chelsea have lost to a team is basically my second team? You know, It's just crazy. So, yeah, it definitely it can just the game can just wind you up to a certain degree.
But it's not just that, is it? You also mentioned the fact about Champions League and Europa League games and maybe even international games where you feel quite passionate about, but you also look at it upon the fact that please don't let that player get injured.
No, don't get injured, but like it's one of those things. Like earlier in the season, some of the guys, I can't remember. I think some of the guys in the Discord were saying, "Oh, I hope Abraham doesn't play for England because I don't want him to get injured." And I'm like, well, I want Abraham to play for England because at that time he was on fire, and England kind of needed another option. So I'm not really thinking about it like that, but it's hard not to switch off from it also as well because, when there's like Champions League games, FA Cup games, you could see like, a player do well and be thinking to yourself, oh, if he's done well in this FA Cup game, maybe he'll get in the first team, if he scores a brace or whatever, and you're thinking to yourself, what about if he gets in the team? It's like players taking their chance. It's like Vidra at Burnley and Nketiah at Arsenal, players just coming out of nowhere and coming into form and just take it. But it can kind of ruin your enjoyment. But sometimes I just say to myself, like, funny enough, I'm sure Boona will appreciate this. It was a few years ago. I remember seeing Shane Long score and I thought, oh, I was definitely going to get Shane Long in. And I just said to myself, when did I even consider that throughout the week? Because I had this constant thing of like players scoring and saying to myself, why didn't I get him in? And I was like, I never thought about it. So just sometimes you just got to appreciate a good bit of football.
May as well talk a bit Arsenal yesterday. Your thoughts on the game?
Oh, well, you were saying, it's going to be a dull game. It's going to be boring.
To be fair, you did say as well that it probably will be a dull game. I said it was going to be tight. Performances.
I said it was going to be tight. It's Arsenal, mate. It's never boring with Arsenal. The boring Arsenal days are long gone. But no, I know. I mean, I did think it would be like 1-1 or 1-0. I thought it would be a tighter game, but Everton like really come at us, and Calvert-Lewin once again. Me calling him a BTEC. Well, I take some credit for his season coming really good because I called him a BTEC Walcott, and then ever since then he just seems to have like stuck two fingers up to my face because that goal he scored yesterday was ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, one of the FPL talking points would be Saka coming on. Kolasinac unfortunately injured. He's been having a few injury issues this season, and then Saka come on and change the game. That's his 10th assist in all competitions this season. And yeah, he's looking, what is he, 4.5, 4.6?
Sorry,
he's looking
10th assist this season?
Yeah, in all competitions. Yeah. So obviously he plays, in the Carabao Cup, Europa League Cup game. But yeah, I was surprised actually when I saw that stat. But yeah, he's doing fantastic, and he's really taken to that left back position. But Aubameyang, of course, getting 2 goals in my team, so I was quite, obviously very pleased with that, and the fact that he plays for my team. There's never, linking it back to what we were just talking about. When your players do well and it's a player for your team, it's like a double bonus. So that's the good side of FPL. But yeah, I mean, I have to say, Everton really in the second half, they were putting a lot of pressure on us, and on another day, it could have easily been a Everton win, really. But we did sort of dig in, and just happy with a win. But it's they've got some very tough games coming up in April, so not getting ahead of ourselves.
What do you think of the fact that I took a -12 and I actually had about Saka in? Do you think I should be starting him every game?
I just seen what Chelsea Fly is saying. Sorry. I mean, God, yeah. When you saying about taking a 12-point hit on your voice message earlier, I nearly spat out my Ribena. I couldn't believe it, but yeah, I mean, I think Saka's a good move. Unfortunately for Kolasinac, Tierney, they've both had bad injury problems. So I think now Saka's got that spot nailed, really. and the way he's so attacking as well. And I just think, yeah, as a differential, and he is cheap as well. Funny enough, the next home game I believe is West Ham at home, but that looks like that will be a tough game now.
Well, you say that. I just think that West Ham may have been, from a psychology point of view, may have just been like, what, everybody's writing us off here. Let's show him. Let's have a go. But it wasn't really an end-to-end game. It was more Rorke's drift. Everybody of Liverpool just pouring forward, and a corner from Snodgrass. Diop getting it, and then maybe for the Fornals goal, a lucky break, and they got it through. And at the end of the day, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. And unfortunately, Liverpool on another day could have had 4 or 5. Trent Alexander-Arnold could have had at least 3 assists tonight if that Mane goal had stood. I mean, if he could have had about 4 assists tonight and 2 goals. He was absolutely on fire tonight. And unfortunately for people like Anish that had him as captain, admittedly, they're going to be getting a hell of a lot of points. But yeah, I wouldn't be worried with Arsenal versus West Ham. I think you're going to absolutely batter them. And I think Aubameyang could be an excellent choice for captaincy. Dan, to be honest with you, we're going to be closing up. But do you have any final thoughts about the weekend? Anything you want to say at all before we let you go?
Just very, very briefly reflect on my team. I mean, I bought Bowley in, got the clean sheet. Everyone captained Salah, or it seemed like the majority did captain Salah. Mara's come through, got the assist, got 8 points.
How did you feel when that assist happened? Because I did actually think of you.
Yeah, really happy. Like, I was thinking, that just sums up FPL. 1 week he doesn't play, the next week he plays a blinding game, gets an assist, nearly got an assist for Aguero before. He was really up for it, away to Leicester and that. And I was just happy. Like, that's the up and down of FPL summed up in that particular moment. Frustrating about Traore getting 1 point. Pathetic. Greenwood, 8 points, sat on my bench, but
was it 8 points? Is it?
Oh yeah, it's painful, mate. It's painful.
It's the same for me.
I mean, because we were jesting about it on, I can't even remember when it was now, maybe Friday or whatever, about, Solskjaer saying, we might play Greenwood or whatever, or we might get a chance to come on, and we both chuckled it, and now it's like, I just wish but then I'm getting into that trap again of saying, I wish I played him, but then I'm never going to play him. But yeah, it's still really Sonia.
I genuinely will say this now. If I knew for fact that Greenwood was going to start, I'd always play him, because he always seems to do really well for United when he does play for them. So it's the same with Williams. I'm always going to play Williams because he has got an attacking threat in him. Man United, as of late, have been keeping clean sheets. So I'll happily play Brandon Williams pretty much every game, especially when it's against like the rubbish teams like Watford, Norwich, West Ham, whatever. The more poorer teams. But certainly Greenwood, if you knew for fact that he was starting, I'd be definitely playing him, because that's why I put some money on him yesterday to score at any time, because I just felt that if he does start, he's gonna score. You've seen the way he's playing in Europe and in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup or whatever. He's doing really, really well, and for whatever reason, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't play him. He just plays Martial.
Yeah, he's been doing well in the Milky Bar Kid Cup or whatever it is, but I just sometimes don't know if he's going to start in Premier League. But like you said, he's done well against the lesser teams, with no disrespect, and he's got that natural finishing ability. And but yeah, I mean, overall, like 59 points this game week, not bad really, bit better than average. We move on to the next game week, I guess.
Absolutely, Dan. And on that note, I'll let you go, my friend, and speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah, speak to you tomorrow, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, dude. There's Dan there, your social media assistant. Check him out on Instagram. Of course, Dan is the one that actually does our Instagram as well, at Elite FPL. On that note, everybody, I will just say a good night. If you are completely brand new around here and you've enjoyed everything tonight, then simply hit that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Mainly Twitter, though, at Elite FPL, because in fact you'll get to see videos like this. This is why I personally promote our Twitter page, because it's people like Jason which put up or have made up videos like this, which are basically Mickey takes of things that people do on the show, mainly me. And if nobody saw my F-bomb rant the other day, unfortunately I can't play the F-bomb video because I don't want to owe us £3. I don't want to owe us £3, but what I do want to do is play you Jason's version, which is the PG version, if I can find it, which of course when I want to find it I don't. There we are, done. Blimey, nearly 5,000 views for the real one. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, did not know that. Well, this is the version. This is the Jason's version anyway. That, as he states, the PG rated version of the Aguero missed penalty. And once it comes up on screen, I will play it for everybody in all its glory. Once this stupid thing loads up, I will put it big. It's screen. Given. Penalty given. Penalty has been given.
Oh.
Yeah, penalty.
Who's grabbing it?
Aguero.
Oh no!
Schmeichel's a bit of a penalty king as well, isn't he? Especially with that bloodline, like his old man. Let's see.
No, he saved it!
Oh, you are kidding.
Oh, I saved it. Oh.
You're kidding.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, man.
He's hammered it to left and it's hit him on the arch shin and he saved it.
Oh. Hell. Oh, I can't. This. Sake.
Sorry, Steve, I've got to laugh.
No, just laugh, mate. Just fucking takes the fucking. There we are. There's Jason's very funny edit of that particular rant video. Very, very, very amusing. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's call it an evening, shall we? Cheers, everybody. See you later. And stay tuned for the Llama Lounge on Wednesday evening at some point. Cheers, everyone.